Hi, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Uh, we are going to wait for another 2, 3 minutes and then we'll go ahead and start the ceremony. Hi, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. We are going to go ahead and start the session now. Uh, Payal, Ishani, I request you to please switch on your videos as well. Hey, every achievement begins with a dream, but it is discipline and persistence that turns it into reality. At ARTHAPOINT Academy, today is not just about results. It is about the journey, the late nights that we have spent together, the self doubt that has kept coming over and over again, and we have kept overcoming that, and the unwavering belief to keep going. As we come together to celebrate our CUET PG Economics journey, and not only that, beyond that, all other exams that we have given together, be it IIT, be it GATE, here's a thoughtfully, beautifully captured quote that I found. मेहनत इतनी खामोशी से करो कि सफलता शोर मचा दे. And this is what is true for all you guys right here. Tonight, to today evening, we honor not just the toppers, but we honor consistency. We honor your courage to aim higher. Welcome to the Artha Point Award show today. We are honored to have an exceptional panel of leaders, exceptional panel of guest of honors who are going ahead and who are going to share their journey with you. First of all, I would like to welcome Ishani. Ishani has been my classmate from Delhi School of Economics. She's a seasoned credit risk analytics expert. She brings over a decade of experience across the banking sector and UK regulator, currently a manager at the True Partners and former risk specialist at Bank of England. She combines technical expertise with strong leadership and commitment to driving inclusive, high impact initiatives. Welcome, Ishani.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Arzu, for that great introduction. You have summarized it quite well, so thanks so much. First of all, yes, today is the day for all your students. Big, big congratulations to all of them. Like you said, consistency is what has brought you all here. Uh, Big, big congratulations. Enjoy this moment. It's really special to know that you finally got a way forward for next 2 years. So enjoy this moment. Celebrate your little win today. I should not say little because it's a big win. Um, this is going to set your path forward for the next 2 years and for a few years to come. Once you get into the institution that you want to, you'll work hard to study, but you'll also decide whether to go for research, whether to go for a corporate career, and various paths you could take. So next 2 years are really crucial for your few years in your life to come. So big congratulations, and yeah, hard work lies ahead, but celebrate your day today.
Right. Thank you, Shani. We also have with us Professor Alok Pandey. With over 3 decades of experience across academia, policy, and industry, Professor Pandey brings a powerful vision of finance as a tool to shape institutions, empower, and create lasting impact. As professor at Jindal School of Banking and Finance and Dean OCS at OP Jindal Global University, he continues to bridge the world of education, governance, and market development. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Arzu. It's such a pleasure meeting you, and it was great talking to you this morning. Thank you, my other colleagues who are here to congratulate these young minds who are entering into Delhi School of Economics. Professor Dr. Manmohan Singh used to teach at Delhi School of Economics once upon a time. Uh, and there's so many big people who have who have passed through the hallowed portals of that particular institution. And as time passes by, I am a management graduate who did his PhD with specialization in currency risk And I realized suddenly that it would have been much better had I done an MA in economics. Because what I often feel that the tools of economics are, again, it's not always great to say that Indian universities are teaching economics in the best possible manner, but at least we have the right kind of brains, even if our bureaucracy does not allow it, even our systems and libraries are not that great, but you still have large legacy in terms of faculty members in these institutions who at least teach you how to think. It's remember, it's very important not to be taught what to think, but how to think in today's world. Because as I've seen in my career, I worked in industry and then moved into academics for around 10 years. I was at IMT Ghaziabad, and then I started my stint in the government as director of the Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India. And later on, I hold a board position in a large company for the last 8 years. And till recently, I was also the founding chairperson of the Index Advisory Committee of Multi Commodity Exchange. I have seen people and I have felt that economic students tend to bring a kind of a new focus. For example, I lead a team of economists. I led a team of economists. I would have continued 3 more years, but I just said it was enough, 2 consecutive terms as chairman Index Advisory Committee. And I thanked them recently. And I told MD that have some other person coming and interacting with these young people. Almost everybody in my team is an economist. The chief economist of the exchange is the member secretary of the Index Advisory Committee, and we created something called, uh, an ICOMDEX series of indices there. It was a great learning exercise for me, and I felt that the kind of inputs we got from these young economists as well as senior economists and heads of different departments of MCX. Remember that MCX trades commodities, and it's a market leader. 97% of the market share is there. So what I felt over a period of time that economics per se, the field itself is the father and mother of almost everything we do in commerce, management, and everything else. Even looking at the way developments happen, uh, the way countries develop. While reading this book called Why Nations Fail, I simply understood that since I understand economics, I've been able to understand developmental processes better. Whether it is about monetary policies, whether it is about fiscal policies, whether it is about managing fixed income securities, whether it is, looking at corruption, why it develops and how it develops. The root of it is into economic thought processes. So I feel it's a great idea that you all have chosen this particular field, and uh, you must be thanking Arzu, who helped you clear this test. I congratulate Arzu for her effort. I know her for some time, almost a decade now, and it's great that she invited me here. I do believe that as you progress, you will have bigger challenges. It's not easy. Day before yesterday, when a particular political party's 7 MPs crossed into another political party, my friend who teaches law, he's an economist and he's Nigerian at OP Jindal Global University, met me somewhere. And he told me that, it looks like India is going the Africa way. It only happens in Africa where lock, stock, barrel parties move into other parties. And we feel it's a very sad thing to happen. Uh, 1 month ago, I was with the former Prime Minister of Australia on his book release function at Delhi. And I spent some half an hour, 1 hour with him going around, and he was surprised that the way Indian polity functions, he had been in one political party throughout. But then what we agree that resource rich countries, whether it is human resource or natural resource countries, rich countries, here corruption is endemic. And the political power is the only way to utilize corruption for your good. And that's what has happened to South Asia, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka. And that is what has happened to Africa, most of the African countries. So we need to be wary. India is not in that bad condition. We still are not a broke country. We have now moved from fifth to sixth as far as the global rankings say, but I don't believe in them. We have some very bright spots, as far as Indian economy is concerned. We have a large middle class, consumption driven economy. We don't depend on others to support our growth. Yes, there is a dividing, there's a rising divide between the rich and the poor, the Gini coefficient and all that you study in economics. But I do believe some of you would come up And that's the reason why India survived, and all our neighbors are in very bad shape. Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal have already faltered. Pakistan is almost broke. We still are running our economy well, and we still are moving forward, but only we need to look at the high points and low points and identify which way to go. So I believe it goes through economic thought processes and economic thought, the way to start. So let's hope you guys will have a good time studying economics. I recommend that you read a lot of books. I recommend that you should read Strictly Personal, the only authorized great biography of former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. The more I read Manmohan Singh, and I also believe you should read Gandhi a lot. India is nothing except, but Mahatma Gandhi. We all are some part of him. He's father of our nation. And probably as you go through Gandhian thought and mix with it uh, Manmohan Singh's ideologies and go through the same institution, you probably would come out as a leader of tomorrow. So thank you very much. Thank you, Arzu, for bringing me here. And I'm very, very sorry. Let me tell you, I just forgot. I have a board meeting tomorrow. I was going through the minutes, and there was a large budget they had asked for in one of the heads, and I was really racking my head as to how to look into it. So I am extremely sorry, but thank you very much for inviting, and congratulations, everyone.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. Thank you. Next on the panel, as Chief Guest of Honor, we have Payal. Payal is a young professional at Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister. She represents the new generation of economists who are taking theory into real world policy impact. With experience across research, teaching, and analysis, she brings a sharp, curious lens to the intersection of economics and society.
Thank you so much for such kind words, ma'am. And congratulations to everyone who got through such premier institution, because that will form the baseline of where you go ahead. So I'll say just make the best out of these next 2 years, because this will build the base of where you go next. And use data, think from all kind of perspectives, because you cannot have a narrow minded view of things, given information that is so readily available, and perspectives that, a holistic perspective, thinking anything, any kind of economic policy, any kind of economic decision from all point of view. And I think premier institutions give you a good space to just begin that journey, right? And it's always great to see young generation getting into the path of economics, because that is really needed. And the next few years, as we move on to the path of becoming a developed economy, it's very important to have such bright minds into the system, and people who can get into the system and create an impact and make a change wherever required.
Thank you for joining in, Payal. Ishani, would you like to go ahead and share some of your glimpse of the, how your experience at DSC was before, these students enter the world of Delhi School of Economics?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, sure, Arzu. Um, like Payal said, yeah, it's great to see young people, students at that point where we were around 12 years ago now. Feels like a
10
long
years back.
time. 10 years. Yeah, 10 years back. Um, so yes, as I was thinking, as Arzu messaged, and I was thinking about what I should say to all of you here on the call. I was going through the memories of DSE, that I and I realized that one of the few days that I clearly remember in my life is the day that we got to know that we've all of the results, DSE, be it DSE, be it IGIDR, all of these are world class institutions. So I got through DSE, and I remember that day very clearly. Was a very special feeling. So I'm sure all of you on the call are feeling the same right now. Be very proud of yourselves. And the coming 2 years are going to be full of learning, full of meeting new people, um, learning new things, exploring what you want to do in life. Um, And some of the instances that I can share from my experience, yes. So my time at DSE, like I said, yeah, so many lessons, so many lessons in different areas of different fields. So it was academics for sure. It is a rigorous place. All of these, again, I talk about DSE, but I mean all of these institutions, top class, world class institutions, that all of you guys have gotten into. So it will require rigorous training from all of you, a lot of time, effort. Be prepared for that and put in that effort. What I have learned from my experience is that if you put in that effort for the next 2 years, it will give you compounding returns. So definitely be prepared to put in the effort that it takes. Meet a lot of people, talk to your different classmates. It's going to be a big batch size if you're at DSE, IGIDR, and ISI, I think not so much. 25 was it at our time? Not sure if it's increased. Um, but yeah, it's talk to different people. That is one of the key takeaways, key things that will give you, compounding returns over time as well. Your network is you're as strong as your network basically, and especially if you want to go into the corporate sector, you're as strong as your network. So talk to a lot of people. Not saying that you should have this selfish motive of oh, later on this guy will help me, but yeah, just talking to people, having a diverse network uh, will help you a lot, develop your personality as well. um, like I said, put in the effort that's required. That's again very important. uh, have very conscious thought about what you want out of all these 2 years. you know at the end of it, do you want, are you more academically leaning? Are you uh, inclined towards a corporate career? Give conscious thought to these things as well, because that will shape your 2 years. You will get more out of it. You'll feel more satisfied. Um, uh, yes. So basically, those are my three main points that I learned or realized uh, from my experience at DSE that I um, wanted to share with you all. Um, Maybe I'll quickly share my journey as well at this point. What happened after DSE, if that's okay, Arzu?
Yes.
Yeah. So 2 years at DSE, I'll be honest here, weren't the easiest for me. I didn't come out with like flying colors and great marks and all of that. I managed to float by in few of the subjects, including econometrics. Yeah, I wasn't great at econometrics initially, uh, which will be surprising to a bit of you. Given that I ended up having a career in data analytics. So yes, honest admission that I wasn't great at econometrics to begin with. Um, but managed to get a degree, which is good. And once you get a degree from one of these institutions, yeah, helped me get my first job at NSE, which is the National Stock Exchange. And I was just hearing Alok sir mentions he has some experience, like he works in that area as well. So that was very interesting. But yeah, worked at National Stock Exchange because I thought that I want to be in the economics field. Um, Realized very quickly that maybe it's not for me, in the sense that NSE is a corporate kind of a institution, and it was economics research, but yeah, this didn't turn out to be what I thought it would be. So I started thinking about switching my career, and I luckily got a break in data analytics with a startup at that point. It's called Six Sense, and again, a DSE alumni was the CEO, and we did some nice projects in India as well as like some in Middle East. So I got good exposure to different kinds of banks, as well as some like life insurance industries as well, companies as well. Um, did different kinds of data analytics. So it may sound like jargon to all of you because I know you're still still very young, but you will, when you get into the industry, you will, it will be easy for all of you. So yeah, I did lots of linear regression, which you learn in the next 2 years, lots of logistic. What you don't realize is that in your data analytics career, a big part is data cleaning and data preparation as well. So read up about all of those things, pick up skills which will be useful, various analytics softwares, how do you prepare data, all of that as well, in addition to the analytics part itself. Um, so from NSE, I went to the startup. From there, I got a very good break at a bank called Standard Chartered Bank. Some of you may have heard of it. Again, this was through my network. So what I'm trying to reiterate in my like when recalling my journey here is that how my network from DSE really came in very, very handy to get me opportunities one after the other. NSE was because of the placement cell group that we have at DSE. Then from there to again, the startup was a DSE alumni. From there to Standard Chartered was again somebody, my batchmate, Chahat. She's now doing very well in the US. She posted an opportunity, and I reached out to her and got that break. And from there to Bank of England, which helped me move to London as well. Again, somebody in my network, LinkedIn network that I had built, and I was very conscious at building my LinkedIn network as well. So from there, I got my break to London. So networking is very, very key. I'm reiterating this again and again. It might be repetition, but yes, that is one key thing from DSE that has helps me even now. Uh, so please, if you take one thing away from my little speech here, that should be that focus on networking alongside your academics. Um, and yes, yeah. So London has been good. I got into Bank of England, which is the central bank of United Kingdom. Great experience there. Working in a central bank of a different country. Uh, Amazing experience there. Lots of learning. Finally, my economics came in very, very handy. I did a small internship as well while being in Bank of England with the Monetary Policy Committee in the UK. Yeah, this small little fact that I remember just now. One person in the Monetary Policy Committee in the UK currently is from DSE. So just imagine the reach of our world class economics institutions here in India. We have people everywhere. So uh, all the best to all of you. Well done on getting here, and focus on academics, putting in the effort and growing the network in the next 2 years, and it will take you places. It'll definitely give you compounding returns. I think, yeah, that's a good summary.
Thank you so much, Ishani, for summarizing it this well.
Sure.
Before we move on to the award ceremony, I would also request Alok sir to please help our students understand how they can, build their career in finance and economics, and what else should they do beyond the curriculum of their institute so that they are strong in the corporate sector. So, request you to unmute, please. So, you are on mute.
Okay, done.
Yes. Okay.
No, one thing I can tell you, Ishani, I've worked with a lot of people at NSE. I hope you worked with Suresh Narayan. Have you worked with Suresh at NSE? He was there at your time 12 years ago. He was
Definitely rings a bell, but I was
Suresh
not
Narayan
there
is
for a
the
long
cost
time. Yeah,
accountant,
yeah,
and is
yeah,
extremely bright, speaks a lot, on these issues.
yeah.
And then I had the privilege of working with these MDs and CEOs of the exchanges very closely. Uh, at BSC, Madhu Kannan and, Ravi Narayan at that time. In fact, in 2010-11, I was director of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, and the government had made a committee on Jalan committee recommendation. There was a time we wanted to open another exchange, and the other older exchanges didn't want to get a new one. So I was part of the government committee. I chaired that committee, and I met all these people. And it was surprising to see the narrow view many of the people sitting at top in the stock exchanges or India system. In fact, in November 19th, I was with the finance minister as part of the capital markets advisory group. I and one or two, only one person apart from me from Delhi was there. Everybody else was from Mumbai, and they were all MD CEOs of mutual funds and other places. And the topic was how to make an India $10 trillion economy. And I can now say almost everybody only talked about how to reduce taxes, how to, make their companies better. So one thing which I can suggest to everyone sitting around, if they have to really make a difference tomorrow, is to not look at only your career. Remember that when the first plan to send a man on moon happened in US, uh, John F. Kennedy said, "Don't think what your country can do for you. Think what you can do for your country." Remember that there's a fair amount of selfishness in India at all levels. I can tell you that as economists, people tend to make policies which are selfish to a particular political ideology. Centric, this idiosyncrasy in terms of policy making is, hurting us as a nation. And that's where we have missed the bus. India and China were almost at the same level in 1980 as far as nominal GDPs are concerned, right? Even real GDPs. Just see where China is today and where we are today. So we are staggering. We are same population of 140 billion. China is now reducing in their population. Their fertility rates are a little lower, and the population is rising lesser than India. And let me tell you, it's going to be so difficult for us to run the economy. We have different points, but I can tell you that one big thing which makes you bigger in your career is not to be selfish. You got to be talking to like-minded people. You got to be sharing your ideas with people. You got to be irrespective of whether you get credit or not. In India, the biggest problem is that everybody wants to get a credit for something or the other. And it's so commercial. And it doesn't sound nice. Let me tell you, no great country in this world has risen unless, just give me a minute, just give me a minute. So what really happens in this country is that when we start our careers, it's for ourselves. It's for a better life. We are a very poor country. Just see what has happened to the IT sector. One stroke of AI and our companies are down the deep. Yesterday, IT companies were the biggest losers. Sensex went down 999 points. Let me tell you, Iran war or no Iran war, we are not going to come out of this IT issue. Why? Because we were so selfish. We never were into capital expenditure. And let me tell you, while in our meeting with our finance minister, which was 2 hours long, the finance minister has to try to tell those people, please don't want me to concentrate risk at one place. You know what the industry wants? That all pension funds should start investing in equity markets. And you know where equity markets is. My own NPS, which was 8.80 at XIRR, has gone down to 4.25 XIRR, right? In just 2 months. So I am of the opinion that when you study economics, you got to be very careful of the trends. You don't have to be selfish, and you have to read a lot. Don't go by any ideology at all. You will be doing disservice to your nation. The nation is much bigger than us. We want this nation to survive for our children, for our grandchildren, for generations to come. We are here for what, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years. So in order to build a career, let me tell you, you can't build one unless you have built other person's career. If you can help others to grow, you are going to grow on your own. One of the key parts, our curriculums are extremely bad. Let me tell you how this country runs. It's been almost a year. There is no UGC chairman. There is no UGC vice chairman for last 8 months. Uh, there are no members. They finally appointed somebody a member. Some industry people. NSE chairman is there as a member of the NSE of the UGC. But we are a country where the UGC is headless, AICT is headless. So please stop thinking that people are going to think about you. You have to think about yourself. The curriculum is age old. It doesn't work. When I started teaching at the university system, I was ashamed that if I ask somebody whether he has used an Excel sheet for doing statistical calculations, no, they don't. Even today, in 2011, I told this to the Institute of Cost Accountants of India and Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Please let your accountants use calculators and computers in the examination. The CFA does it, ACCA does it, and they are better accountants. And the result is we have large number of chartered accountants who prepare balance sheets the way their owners and those who pay them they want. We don't have very clear, the quality of audit in this country is questionable. And the result was India had to create another accounting auditor, NFRA. Why? When ICI under an act was given a power in 1949 to audit all accountants and keep control on them, why did we have to create NAFRA? Why? Because accountants don't know how to use accounting for nation's good. So somewhere down the line, don't believe in curriculum. Go and check up the best of the curriculum which is being taught in other countries. Uh, of course, you pass your exam with DU curriculum. I'm not a big fan of the DU education system now. It was great once upon a time. The professors are good. The systems are not. Right? Same as with all public universities. Private universities are doing a good job, but they charge you a little heavily, which again, I'm not in favor of. Education has to be, if you want a country of 140 crore people grow, education has to become more accessible. Education in last few years has become less inaccessible, less accessible to poor, and it's not a good sign. So what I believe that please look at your curriculum, which you're going to study for next 2 years. Pick up the best possible curriculum in Europe and America and Singapore, which I consider to be a great example for education in the world. And then probably you can actually come up with what you need to learn to become a global professional. Today, nobody is given a job because of his degree. Everybody is given a job on the basis of one part. If you have people who can refer you to somebody, so network is important, as Ishani said. If you don't have a network, and let me tell you, people are very careful to bring you into their network. Nobody would unless they know you well, because it's a very difficult country right now. You know that digital arrest, and you know what President Trump talked about India. That was offensive, but it is true. Somebody lost 23 crores because they were into digital arrest. The Chief Justice of India quipped, what kind of an educated country are we when we can be easily duped online? So you need to understand that your education has to give you value. It will give you through several means. One is your network. The second is the curriculum and what you wish to study. Third part is learn to use AI for economics. Learn to use Excel and softwares. I am a big fan of eViews. I've worked a lot on ArchGarch kind of models for volatility modeling. Since we created the indices, ICOMDEX series of indices, I'm essentially the father of ICOMDEX series of indices because I'm the founding chairperson of the MCX. And I've also worked with NSE, BSE, created their materials and, worked with them. So please identify which side of economics you want to go. There's financial economics, there's financial markets. India is very weak in fixed income economics. India is extremely weak in developmental economics. We need to understand which direction we want to go and then read as much material as possible in that direction. Then, of course, comes the idea where you want to work. So work is available in large number of organizations. Only thing is you got to do something to be recognized, publish somewhere, write a blog, approach editors with your articles, try to write for newspapers, try to be as prolific as possible in coming years. Remember that you got to develop yourself for the country if this country has to survive. Nobody is interested in you except yourself. That's the golden rule. We might talk about systems and everything, but the reality for education and educators like me is that I feel that young people who are there to educate themselves have to care for what they're learning. Stay away from mobile phones, stay away from social media completely, delete your Facebook account, delete your Instagram account. It's being used to train the AI systems in the West. They will create something. They'll create, through AGI, somebody who will speak like you, talk like you. So number one, I keep telling people, and this is what Americans are doing. Today's newspapers say the most important phone in an American life is a fixed line telephone. Times of India, read Times of India. They have given a picture of the fixed line phone. Despite the fact that UPI revolution is here, you need a smartphone to actually do some transactions. Beyond that, I don't see any use of social media for students. It's all useless. So if you stay away from social media, you will be into books. So Tony Abbott's Australia, I really like that book. I got a signed copy from him. Tony Abbott is the former Prime Minister of Australia, and I really loved his point of view. He said, I am so ashamed when somebody says that I changed a political party. Right, that was his quip. He said in Australia, nobody changes political party. They die, they join a say. In England, Ishani knows. If you are a Labour Party, you are a Labour Party. If you are a conservative party, you are a conservative party. It isn't that you are into A party, B party, C party only to get a ministerial berth. Right? So you need to understand there's economics behind it. There is control over land by the governments. There's control over licenses by the government. There's control over capital by the governments. There is control over how to do banking, how to run finances, everything by the government. And that makes politicians powerful. So everybody wants to be in power. So the party in power always has a premium over it. So my basic suggestions would be that if economists don't study, this country would be nowhere. We need new type of a thought process. We want another Manmohan Singh coming out of Delhi School of Economics. They say we missed the bus of manufacturing. Yes, it is true. When I see laborers on road in Noida and Gurgaon, when I see them being paid 12,000 rupees a month and nobody bothering about them, yes, it pains me a lot. When I see there are no social securities for workers across the country's industrial areas, it really hurts me. So labor economics is one big area which is coming in. The new labor code has set in. Please read it. Whether they're right or wrong, they say that they passed those bills in 2020 without debate. Now is the time when it is being delayed 4, 5, 6 years. Labor economics is one of the major ideas which hurts me, because if laborers are poor, everybody is going to be killed on the road. It is deeply disheartening. Remember that the more unemployment, the more crime. And the more crime, the less safe we are. We are seeing this around the world. In US, in Germany, in everywhere where there's unemployment, people take to crime. So what I am simply understanding, again, another thing which should come in, as you should read as much as globally. You must find out global economists and check up as to what they speak and what they say on several aspects of the new economy, which is to be driven by AI. India is no longer going to be an IT services export kind of a country. We could be an electronics manufacturer. We could be other type of doing other. But I don't think that trade and services is going to give us a surplus anymore. The way the headcounts are going down in IT companies, AI investment is very, very low. Capital expenditures in companies is extremely low. Even yesterday, the Honorable Finance Minister said that companies have to invest. She said that, come to me. So what I really believe, that several ideas have to be in your mind when you pick up your specialization, and then accordingly look for a job. But yes, the more strong your fundamentals are, the better chances that somebody is going to employ you. Today, nobody gets employed unless he or she knows. In our institution at OP Jindal Global University, you don't get a 5.5 feedback out of 7. You don't get an increment. So students know which teacher comes to class. And that's the sad part of public universities. There's no feedback of the teachers. There's no feedback for the teachers. There's no mechanism. I tell my professor that I feel very, I look back at my Lucknow University days where the professor would come and I only saw his back. He will write on the board physics equations and in mathematics class, mathematics equation. I remember linear algebra. And I could not get a single point out of it. And I said, thank you to physics, maths, astronomy after my graduation. So, so I sincerely believe the role of teachers has changed. But yes, public universities, teachers are less. The appointments have not happened. Most universities are running on, staff which is contractual staff. You will face all these problems in next 2 years. Come back to me if I am wrong. These are statements from the parliament I'm quoting. We don't have faculty members. We don't recruit them on time. Even if we recruit them on time, they don't join. There are issues, there are litigation and other things which come in. You have to be on your own in your master's degree. You got to be very clear that once you are profound in your learning, you will get a job. Please don't study to get a job. Anybody who is capable is going to get a job. I guarantee it. And he will be at a premium. No longer your jobs are dependent on your qualifications and your salaries. Of course, there are government jobs like RBI positions, and you do try. I also would like to request you that please apply for these policy organizations and these regulatory institutions, RBI, PFRDA, SEBI, and this IRDAI. All four of them look for economists, and they have those grade A, grade B officer positions. These are some of the good ways in which an economist can utilize his skills for development of the country. Our regulations are copied from the West, right? All of them, including the SEBI Act. I was so unhappy when Mr. Bimal Jalan, had a copy. Ruben Lee wrote a book, the Oxford Finance Group, and the entire report was copied in the Bimal Jalan committee. I have no qualms about it, and I wrote in my report to the government, please quash this report. It's a copy. So plagiarism in India has been very high. A lot of people have been into plagiarism. Don't do that. Once upon a time, we never knew about plagiarism. People did commit mistakes, but now plagiarism softwares are there. Please don't plagiarize. Read it, try to convert it into your own language, and you will become a great economist. So my idea is that regulatory bodies, other things, all of them are an option. Once you become profound in your subject, I can see you growing like anything. Economics is the field to study in India. This is the best time for economists in India.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for enlightening our students. Uh, so one last, thing before we start the award ceremony. So Payal here transitioned from her teaching career towards a government sector job. So Payal, how do you feel? What is the difference between, teaching versus a research-oriented job?
So I think teaching helped me in, when you teach something, the concepts become more and more clear. And transitioning to policy making has just helped me to apply those things. Particularly getting into the government sector, I realized that there are a lot of things that are, shielded because they're not into the public domain. But when I got into research and I started reading more from again from a holistic perspective, I think we are transitioning as an economy into a very bright phase. I agree with some of the points that Alok sir mentioned, but I would disagree also on a few points. We hail China's growth a lot. Of course, it has its GDP is said to be five times of India, which is very true. But if you get deeper into the data, you will realize that its consumption of the people is just 1.5 times of an Indian average citizen. So on an average, a Chinese citizen is just a little better than an Indian citizen. All the rest of the money is with either the corporates or the government. And this is the kind of research that you need to delve into, not just from upper perspective, but getting into the depth of the data and yourself, untangling the points of what actually is there in the world economy and Indian economy. Of course, politics will always be intertwined. In fact, economics is actually intertwined with everything. You can look at yourself as a consumer, you can look at geopolitics, everything will impact the economy and your decision of how you're getting a job. But apart from networking, I would also agree with the Alok sirs and Ishani's point that skilling is really important. You just not have to read your curriculum, but wherever you want to end up, you need to enhance your skills according to that. If you want to be in a policy making domain, you need to enhance your skills in that area. If you want to be in a corporate domain, you need to enhance your skills in that area, and that will help you getting a job irrespective of whether you have a network or not. Networking will of course help you just level up a bit probably, but no network is not the end of the world if you are well versed with your concept clarity. You're not just learning for passing your exams. Whatever you are taught in the class, that is dependent on how much learning you get, depends on your faculty members. But apart from that, read on your own. Self study is the best way to go forward, right? And once you know that concepts, then get into the depth of skilling around that area, depending on where you want to end up being. So I think democracy is, of course, has its own issues, but it also allows you to choose and make a decision of where you want to end up. And of course, if you have the appropriate education coming from a premier institutes that you have already gotten into, And if you, along with studying the curriculum, do your own self study as well as upgrade your skills as per the need, you will have to continue upgrading your skills even if you get a job, right? AI, when AI was not there, no one realized that their IT jobs will have to be upgraded. So skilling and learning will always be a part of your process, and you need to be accepting of that, and you need to inculcate that habit of being aware of things and always upgrading yourself as per the need. And if you continue doing that, of course, there's a bright future that lies ahead.
Thank you so much, Ishani, Payal, and Alok sir, for your time today. We are now going to go ahead and start with the award ceremony. I'm going to display the certificates. I request you to please switch on your video as I say your name. And if you want, you can also go ahead and say a few lines, probably. Tell us about your journey. Okay, so we begin.
What do you mean? Hey, Troy.
I request all of you to please go on mute and unmute only when your name is spoken.
Just a minute. Can I speak for a minute?
Sure.
Arzu, actually, I have something else to catch up. So would you allow me to leave?
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. And in fact,
Thank you
one of
so
the things
very
that,
much.
and one point which Payal said that, I'm not really a big fan of what China-India debate, but I had advised this to the Honorable Finance Minister about the municipal bond markets, right? In China's municipal bond market is around $4 trillion. India's entire economy is $3 trillion. And the result is that their municipalities are much stronger. So they have cleaner air, and they have cleaner water, which is one of the basic ways to survive. So what I believe is that both the bond markets is my area of concern. India's bond markets are very shallow. I'm against this whole idea that bond markets to be seen as something where we take a debt. No, the debt keeps circulating. So all great countries like Japan, USA, Europe, they have. So remember that we are very slow in terms of changing ourselves. China is faster, and that's where I really loved when they now average air quality in China is 60, when in India it was 1,000 during winters. In 10 years, their municipalities have come back with a lot of resources. So what I believe is that we need to learn about the models and fiscal management also, and of course the local self-government and economics. Where Lee Kuan Yew said India, Bombay cannot become a Shanghai because you just don't know how to do it. There's a wonderful interview of Lee Kuan Yew. I'm a big fan of his in terms of it. So I think, Payal, I have very strong views because I teach fixed income markets and financial markets. And I wouldn't say I have every idea of it, but I do believe that we need to pick up some good points from some places and avoid the bad ideas. China's real estate market is in a crisis, complete crisis, right? And that's where they've gone wrong. Their regulators are in complete crisis. So either way, we just work it out. So I thank Payal and Ishani, and I request you to become part of my LinkedIn network. I'll try to search you, but you can also search me easily because I've got, Alok, you can write, or JGU, you can find it. So I'll try to find you because I can't see your full name. I am Alok Pandey. Your full names are
Yeah,
not here. But anyway, Arzu, thank you very much for inviting me, and please allow me to leave the meeting. Congratulations once again to everyone. And Payal, Ishani, great meeting you. Yeah.
same here,
Let's
sir.
keep in
See
touch.
you.
I
Yeah.
want you, both
Yes,
of you,
for sure.
whenever you are in India, let's visit Jindal. And Payal, I'll catch up with you, and let's see you on campus very soon. Right. See ya. Bye.
For sure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Arzu, on that note, I'll take a leave as well. I've got a
Sure.
baby who's getting fussy now. So yeah, again, congratulations, big congratulations, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for having us.
So we'll begin with the award ceremony now. The first one is Abhijit. He has scored 268 in CUET PG Economics exam 2026. Abhijit, if you're there, please go ahead and you can share your video. And so, Abhijit, congratulations on your score.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you
And
so much for this.
so we would be seeing you at DSC or IGIDR, whatever you want to go ahead and join.
Oh, ma'am, but I'll be joining most probably at the University of Hyderabad.
Oh, okay. So again, congratulations for your score, Abhijit.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Anything you would
Thank
like to say for the next year's batch?
you. Ma'am, I would say be consistent with your preparation. That's the only thing I have to say.
Okay,
And you'll do that.
okay, sure. Next, we have Kuvar Shivendra Singh. He has scored 263 out of 300 in CUET PG Economics exam. Hi, Shivendra.
Hello, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
So you
Thank you
have
so much.
also done very well in your IIT and GATE exam and equally well in CUET. What would you like to go ahead and tell your upcoming batch students?
Ma'am, I think trusting your mentor or teacher is very important, and I have done that only. Uh, what you have tell according to your plan, I just followed and got through it. So be consistent and follow and trust your mentor. Just it's just simple.
Okay.
I've done that, and everyone can do that same.
Okay. So, Kuvar, how many hours would you usually study in a
Ma'am, I have joined the library. Actually, I have a drop year. So I have
okay.
joined the library and I joined the coaching in August,
Okay.
August end, and started my preparation from 1st September. So I joined library and I reached there, I think 9 a.m. And then from 9 a.m. to till 2, and then I have a lunch, then 3, from 3 to 7.
Oh,
Yeah. So
okay.
this is simple process. I've done that. Uh, yeah,
Okay.
this is my
Congratulations.
thank you.
Congratulations, Kuvar.
Thank you so much.
Shivendra. So next we go ahead and we have Mannat. Mannat has scored 260 out of 300. So Mannat, go ahead and share your experience with us.
Ma'am, it was a great experience studying with you. I really liked the last 20-25 days plan that you made for us. I tried my best to adhere to that. So that was a big challenge in itself, but it really helped me, as we can see. And ma'am, lastly, just I would say that be consistent, focus on your studies, and you will get your results.
Okay. And so Mannat, how many hours you studied in a day?
Yeah, so ma'am, basically, I'm currently doing the fourth year of my undergraduation at Delhi University. So every day I could not get that much amount of time to study. So with college, it was really difficult to manage since I'm in the fourth year. So I had research work and I had my studies as well. So I usually gave about 2 to 3 hours on a college day, but when it was like a holiday, so I gave maybe a little bit more time to it. So I think it just depends on your personal schedule and how much time you would like to give to your studies.
Okay, understood. Congratulations, Mannat, for scoring 260. So what are you aiming for, DSC or IGIDR?
Ma'am, actually, I would like to consult you about that, so I
Okay.
will talk to you later.
We'll take a session soon on DSC versus IGIDR. Okay. So the next one that we have is Khushi, and Khushi has scored 259 out of 300. So Khushi, how was your experience? And go ahead and share your journey of preparation.
So first of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for all your efforts and dedication that you had put in all your lectures. And also, I would like to say that the book which you had made for all of us was really helpful. And because such kind of book was not available for CUET PG Economics exam, so that was a really good step that you had taken for all of us. And apart from this, I would like to say that to all the students and for upcoming batches that one thing you should be focusing on is that failing to plan is equal to planning to fail, which I have followed really rigorously because मैंने last के 1 month में बहुत अच्छा अपना preparation करा है. तो उस लास्ट 1 मंथ में मैंने मतलब बहुत चीजें प्लान करी और उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही सब कुछ करा. सो दैट्स व्हाई मुझे लगता है कि आई कुड स्कोर रियली वेल. सो थैंक यू सो मच मैम फॉर all the efforts.
Thank you so much, Khushi, for your kind words. And the code that you stated is really nice. So the next we have is Tanisha Joshi. She has also scored 259 out of 300. We have so many close competition. Uh, and so I think everyone turned out to be too good this time. So it's all, happy faces all around.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I would say that I'm immensely thankful to all the resources that were provided to us. It was very helpful, and I remember towards the end of the days of our preparation, ma'am would be awake till 2 and even 3 in the night solving all our doubts. So that has been really helpful throughout our preparation. And although I did try to be as consistent as possible, I would admit that it was the last 1 month in which I tried to put in the best of my effort and only focus on CUET. But for say the past 1 year, obviously we had a lot of college activities. I also sat for placements and I did get placed. So that again was a process in itself. So often you do not get that much time, but again, consistency, even if it's slow, as long as it's steady, it always works out. So once again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tanisha. And I hope that, you will guide your juniors also to get the same score that you got. Okay, next we have Ayush. Ayush Agarwal, he has scored 258 out of 300. Ayush, are you around? Okay, I don't see the video on probably. So the next that we have, that is Vishav. Vishav has scored 257 out of 300. If you're around, please switch on the video. It would be difficult for me to look in the participants list. Okay.
Thank you ma'am, for your guidance throughout this journey. I am very grateful for you to have been my mentor. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So, Vishav, what are you aiming? Delhi School of Economics or IGIDR?
Yes, ma'am. DSC, Delhi School of Economics.
ठीक है. And you are from what has been your background? Delhi University or?
Ma'am, non-due IP University.
Okay. Okay. So congratulations then,
Thank you,
Vishav.
ma'am.
It will be a great transition IT university से Delhi University में आना. So I wish
Actually, I am
you.
a dropper. Actually, I am a dropper.
Oh, then it will be even more bigger
Yes, ma'am.
transition. So all
Yes,
the
ma'am.
very best, and coming back into studies will feel nice now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
ठीक.
ma'am.
Okay, congratulations again. Next we have Shivangi Jain. She has also scored 257 out of 300.
Good evening, ma'am. And I seriously want to thank you because, yes, we have worked hard, but you have worked equally hard with us. And I just want to thank you. I was dreading Indian Eco because that is my weakest subject, and your book helped me a lot with that. So, yes, you helped me a lot to achieve this goal. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shivangi, for your kind words. So where do we see you next? DSC or IGIDR?
I haven't really thought about it. I wanted to ask you.
Okay. So then the session is tomorrow. ठीक है. Okay. So next we have Parth. Parth, we had a long chat this morning. I don't know if you're around.
Yes,
So
ma'am. Am I audible?
yes, congratulations, Parth. You did well across different exams. So how do you feel?
I feel really great, really relieved, and all the stress is not there, and feels really good, ma'am.
Okay. So Parth has scored 254. Not only he has done well in CUT, but he has also done well in IIT and GATE exam. And
Yes, ma'am.
of course, we will go ahead and meet you at Delhi School of Economics as we discussed this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Parth ka, we have taken a special session with him. Of course, I will be, doing it with others also. And he has discussed in detail what his strategy was and how well he used his time and got such a good score.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you so much, Parth.
Okay.
Next, we have Ishita Bhagat. She has scored 251 out of 300.
Good evening, ma'am. First of all, I would like to thank you, Arun sir, and the entire team at ARTHAPOINT. I am really grateful for all the time, all the resources you provided us with. So, it was for me. It was I am not a person or a student who is able to study for long hours in a day. I am always filling up with my day with either other courses or some other extracurricular activities. But yes, what I would do is I would set targets every day that I want to complete or targets per week, and that would help me stay on track. So I would like to say that plan according to yourself what you are able to do and listen to your mind, listen to your heart, what you can do. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ishita. And I am sure ki there are many other students who would not have the ability of sitting stretch karke many hours for studying, and they actually enjoy doing extracurricular activities. And that is something which we always ask students while they're doing masters ki how many extracurricular activities take place in your master's institute. That is also one thing that you should look out for. Do you really get time to play sports? Do you really get time to go ahead and do other things other than education? So, of course, we understand that. And still, scoring 251 is a very good score. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Next, we have Adyasha, and she has also scored 251 out of 300. Adyasha, you can unmute yourself.
First of all, thank you so much, the entire team of ArthaPoint, and especially you, ma'am. All the resources that you provided, the content, it helped me a lot. And I think I'd also texted you this morning regarding the same, that more than helping us go through this exam, I think they are going to help us throughout our career, during PG or maybe after that as well. So I'm really grateful for all the kind of resources and all the format across all topics. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your, kind words, Adyasha. I wish you all the luck for your future ahead. Next, we have Kanishka. She has scored 250 out of 300 in CUET PG Economics exam. Kanishka, are you there? Okay. Next, we have Akriti, and Akriti has scored 250 out of 300 in CUET PG Economics exam. So, Akriti, you can unmute and let us know about your journey.
Thank you so much, ma'am, first of all, for your hard work. You provided very good content, and through your content, your marathons, I was able to get 250 marks. So, really thankful for you.
Thank you. So again, Akriti ke saath I had a heart-to-heart conversation this morning. काफी देर we had a chat, and I wish you all the very best, Akriti, for your future ahead.
Thank you so
And
much,
I wish
ma'am.
to see you at, Delhi School of Economics.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So, with this, we come to the end of Diamond and Gold Excellence Award. We are going to begin with Silver Excellence Award now. But before that, I would request Arun sir to please enlighten our students with, how they should be going ahead and how they should be planning the next 2 years, and, how they should be planning their career ahead.
Hello, friends. It's really good to see so many of you achieving this milestone. What stands out to me is not just the result, but the level of patience and clarity that brought you here. When your concepts are strong and your approach is right, then result follows, right? You have already demonstrated this. Again, congratulations to all of you. You have earned this. आई नो मेहनत कभी बेकार नहीं जाती, बस उसका समय अलग होता है. At the same time, remember, this is not the final destination. This is just the beginning of a new phase where expectations will be higher and responsibilities greater. The same discipline and clarity that helped you reach here will now define how far you go. Right? And one more thing, don't let one success define your limits. एक रिजल्ट आपकी पूरी क्षमता को तय नहीं करता, from our side, it's always satisfying to see students reach this stage, not just because of the result, but because of the journey behind it. I would just say stay grounded, keep learning, and continue building on this foundation. Thank you.
And learn maths. Finally, learn maths. Even if it didn't come, please.
They were very great in mathematics, no doubt about that. So that's why they are here. So I hope they'll continue to work hard on the mathematics as well. And if they need any assistance, any help, we are always there.
Right. Sure. Thank you, sir. So we'll move on to the Silver Excellence Award now. First of all, we have Pratishtha. She has scored 249 out of 300 in the current CUET PG Economics exam.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you, ma'am, for all the support that you provided with. Every live lecture, every doubt was cleared immediately. All the strategies that were provided, I thoroughly followed them, and I'm really happy with my results. Thank you so much, ma'am.
So, Pratishtha, how many hours were you studying on an average in a day?
I had taken a gap year after my bachelor's, so I had a lot of time. So I still studied not more than 6 hours every day, but it's consistency that matters.
Okay, good. So where are we going next? DSC, IGIDR, ISI?
Aiming for IGIDR, ma'am.
Okay. Congratulations, Pratishtha. So
Thank you,
next
ma'am.
we have Yashita. Yashita has also scored 249. So as you can see, the immense amount of competition and the good results that this year's exam reflect. Hi, Yashita, you're not audible yet. No. If you're wearing some kind of headphones, you can remove that probably and speak. No. If you would like to rejoin, we can, you can rejoin and we can just come back to you towards after we are towards the end of Silver Excellence Award. No problem. You take your time and rejoin. It's okay. Just say a hi the moment you rejoin, and if we can hear you, we'll come back to you. So in the meanwhile, next we have Bhumi. Hi, Bhumi. She has also scored 249 out of 300 in the CUET PG Economics exam. So, Bhumi, how was your journey?
Ma'am, my journey was pretty good. Despite pursuing economics honors at Delhi University, I was scared of statistics, and your lectures helped me a lot. They literally enhanced my basis in statistics and maths. So, I'd like to thank you for your efforts.
And Bhumi, so, when you were going for this exam, CUET PG Economics exam, what was your strategy in the last 5 days?
Last 5 days, I think in the last 5 days, I took it easy. But in the last 3 months, I gave it my all. I
Okay.
used to study a lot in the last 3 months. Yes.
And one night before the exam?
It was an anxious night, but yeah, I did my best to remain calm. On
Okay,
the day of the exam, I was very calm.
good, good. Okay, so congratulations, Bhumi, on your
Thank you,
result.
ma'am.
Next, we have Vansh. Vansh, are you there?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm there.
Hi. So, Vansh, congratulations on your result. And I hope that I would also see you at ISI. I don't
Uh,
want you to stop here.
Thank
I
you, ma'am.
want
Thanks a
you
lot.
at ISI at any cost. So, how was your journey, Vansh? And go ahead and tell us your strategy.
Ma'am, firstly, I would like to thank you, Arun sir, and sir for taking a lot of efforts. I remember once it was in August, and I asked you a doubt at night 3 a.m. At night 3 a.m. and you replied within 5 minutes. So that was a sort of encouragement for me to even push harder. So about my preparation, I would like to summarize it in 3 points. Primarily, uh, to anyone who is preparing next year, they need to start more than 2 months, like at least 2 महीने पहले से start नहीं करना है, because उस टाइम में काफी कुछ पढ़ने के लिए होता है, तो उसमें efficient preparation नहीं हो पाएगी. Number two is कि keep checking your whether you are doing right things or not. That is very important. Keep checking your pace even. Set goals per day, like am I able to complete this task or not. And number three, be perseverant. Things will test you, and you are supposed to be, have a calm composure towards those things. So primarily these things, ma'am.
Understood. So Vansh is one of those students who actually challenges question. He goes after the concept, and I really like that about Vansh. So I want, so there are some students जिनका teacher will always remember कि ये बच्चे ने इस question पे मुझे पूछा था कि ये ऐसे क्यों और ऐसे क्यों नहीं. And that happens every year with few students. So I wish you all the very best. You are a good candidate for ISI, I will reiterate, and I want to see you at ISI.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Next, we have Pratyush, and he has scored 248 out of 300. Hi, Pratyush.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening.
Thank you for your support. It was a great experience at the ARTHAPOINT platform. Thank you for your continuous guidance and support.
So, Pratyush, go ahead and tell us कैसा हाल आखिरी के 2-3 महीने कितने mock test you attempted, how many question banks का question you did, what exactly you did?
So, ma'am, on the every alternative day, I gave a mock test in the last month around. So it helped a lot. It helped me gain the conceptual clarity also. So yes, it was a great experience.
Okay. And what are you aiming now? Which
I'm
institute?
wishing for DSE.
Okay, good. You will get it.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
ठीक है. So next we have Mustafa. I hope I have pronunciated it correctly. And you have scored 246 out of 300.
Hello.
Yes. Hi.
I just want to thank the entire ArthaPoint team once for, you know, all the resources, all the videos, everything we have provided. Even I used to open the Telegram group like in the morning and I used to see you have messaged at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, that's the level of dedication ma'am has. So I'm really thankful for that.
Thank you so much. So I will be honest, I am a night person. I was just telling some student in the morning, it's not dedication. I am usually a person who wakes up at night only. My entire mind processes in the night. So I am best. So if I have to clear kuch bhi doubt, I will do it at the night only. So anyways, thank you so much for your kind words. And you are currently from which college?
I am from RV University, Bangalore.
Okay.
I had taken a drop here actually. I was doing a few other things.
Mm.
But it was so I had taken the course I think around August or September. But and initially I studied for a bit. Then I got distracted, with other things. But then after I gave the IIT JAM exam, I'm like, oh shit, I have to, lock in for CVT. So those think 20, 25 days after IIT, I was putting in, I think, around 6 to 7 hours daily, and I'm happy with my result.
So are we actually. Congratulations. Okay,
Thank
so
you. Thank you.
you'll be coming to Delhi now?
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay. So next we have Yashasvi, and she has scored 245 out of 300. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi. Yes.
I think it's the first time interaction with you.
Yes.
So, like I have joined in January. Joined so basically, I just give my background. I'm a BCom honor student at SRCC. So basically, like some things didn't work earlier, so that's why thought of giving CUET PG Economics. Uh,
Good
yeah, I joined
decision.
in January. Hello.
Yes. So Yashasvi, I'm saying good decision to shift from commerce to economics. You will not regret.
Thank, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And like, given the paucity of time, what I did was I just looked all your lectures, made notes out of it, which was there on the portal, joined your marathons as well, and yeah, matlab, means given the time constraint, I just put in my 7 to 8 hours daily, what I could.
So given you joined in Jan, I think this is a very, very good score. And
Thank you, ma'am.
you already had the aptitude of SRCC. But again, I will say good that you're coming to economics. Welcome to the world of economics.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so congratulations once again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, we have Akanksha, and she scored 244.
Hello, ma'am. I would like to thank ma'am and the entire team for supporting me and supporting every other person who has like reached all these heights. I would say the mock tests were extremely, extremely helpful, and the question bank was cherry on top. So it was really nice.
Good. So did you do all the questions from question bank?
Yes, I tried to do as many as I could. Because I think that was what helped me a lot. The question bank had questions from DSC as well and JNU as well. So it was a mix of question banks. So I think that is important because you can never predict how the CVT paper is going to be. Like last year it was extremely difficult, but then this year it was easier compared to last year. So practicing a mix of questions always helps.
Exactly. So this is something which will be true throughout with NTA. It will remain unpredictable. We don't know what happens every year. So we were lucky that it came easy, and also we weren't so lucky because it came easy. It has both the sides, but still, I wish you all the very best. 244 is a very good score, and I would be seeing you at DSC or IGIDR very soon.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. Next, we have Khushi, and Khushi has also scored 244 out of 300. Khushi, are you around?
Yes, ma'am. Just give me a second.
We can come back just in a minute. So next we have Vishakha, and Vishakha has scored 244 out of 300. Hi, Vishakha.
Hello, ma'am. It's a pleasure to talk to you in real time. I've always watched your lectures on YouTube for my NSEMs and internals. It is such a pleasure to talk to you in real time. I took the mock series and question bank course, and it was really helpful because for an exam like MCQ based exam, I think doing as many questions as you can helps a lot. And it's just the way how you twist a question and explain it from multiple angles, and I write it in my notes. It helped me a lot. So thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Vishakha. And I wish you all the very best for your future. And you're from Delhi University?
Yes, ma'am. I'm from IPCW.
Oh, I taught there for 4 years.
You are
So
from IPCW?
I taught there. I am not from IPCW. I taught there. I was with Rupali ma'am,
Oh
Uh,
my God, Rupali ma'am taught
Paris
me my
ma'am,
approach.
Gargi,
Yes, ma'am.
okay,
There's
Namita ma'am, and others, of course. So, congratulations on your result, and I would see you at the North Campus soon.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So next we have Shreya, and Shreya has scored 243 out of 300.
Hi, good evening. Thank you so much to the entire ARTHAPOINT team for accumulating such a great curriculum for CUET PG and all of the other economic entrance exams here. My journey was slightly different, I think, from a lot of people here because I am actually working as well at the moment. So figuring out how many hours in a day to study was actually a little bit of a cumbersome job for me. But I remember I had actually contacted the team and I was initially told that I need to figure out somewhere about 6 to 8 hours in a day to figure out to study. And it was such a shock to me that how come after office from about 10 to 8 in the night when I'm like obviously working, so how am I going to actually figure out the days and the hours? But then being actually able to figure out and then actually pulling off some late nighters to, actually do the whole process, it was really nice. So, yeah, I mean, be it, yeah,
Shreya,
sorry.
you did a very, very well. You did very well and you did a good job if you managed it with office. I mean, I can understand it is very, very difficult to do two things simultaneously.
Thank you so much.
So, how come you decided coming back in academics?
I am actually always been into the econ side. A lot of people have always told me, why are you not going for MBA now that you're also working in corporate? But deep down, my heart knows what it wants, and that's actually the macroeconomic side of it. So I remember when Alok sir was actually talking about how the world functions, how the NEC functions, and all about the fiscal policy, micro monetary policy. I was actually resonating with him quite a lot. So yeah, I needed to get into econ for sure.
You will get through now. So, I would see you at DSC or IGIDR.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, congratulations for your result once again.
Thank you.
Hey, hi Khushi, we can see you have raised your hand. If you're back, we can have a word. Okay, so Khushi has scored 244 out of 300. Khushi, tell us about your journey.
Yeah. Sorry, ma'am. Good evening. I was not able to open my camera, so I joined through some another phone.
No problem.
Um, Ma'am, first of all, I would like to thank you for your immense support. I don't think this would have been possible without your support. And I did not prepare, I did not, my gate and jam did not go as per my plan. So I think performing in CUT was like my ultimate target. And with your support, your guidance, and your day to day motivation videos actually pulled me to like score these marks. And I was also an IPU student who was pursuing economic honors from Maharaja Agrasen. So I just want to take a moment and thank you with all my heart for all your guidance and your support.
Thank you so much, Khushi. And you, in fact, did very well. So, as I always say, don't let one exam demotivate you. IIT is usually the first one, and many students get demotivated after giving IIT. But that's when you have to come back and you have to start preparing for others and do well in others, even if you have not performed well. And reverse B, if you have performed very well, you don't have to get overconfident and you still have to perform very well in the upcoming exams. So I wish you all the very best, and
Thank you.
I hope that you will be there at DSC and IGIDR.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Evening, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Ma'am, Yashada this side. Actually, I was really facing a lot of network issue. I was not able to turn on my mic. Am I audible now?
You're audible now, yes, Yashita, but I think I missed where your name was.
In 249 range.
Okay, go ahead,
Yeah. Ma'am, I would really like to thank you a lot because this journey was not easy for me because I have also been on a drop year. And in the initial days when the last CUET happened, I was like completely blank what I will do now, what will happen. But when I joined you, I was literally so happy because I got a path that I have to follow, and I followed it from day one to the D day. And the marathon session that I had with you was so amazing, ma'am. And I'm really sorry I disturbed you a lot on the personal telegram. I was texting you on the last day as well, in the morning as well, I think 12th of March, that ma'am, is that the right chronology or something? But really, thank you, ma'am, and all the team for providing such a great material. Every book, every guidance you helped us a lot, and I'm really still shivering from this result. And even I performed really well with IIT, and I'm really thankful for that, ma'am. Thank you so much, and congratulations to everyone who scored such a great marks in CUET.
Congratulations, Yashita. And
Thank you,
all
ma'am.
of you should also go ahead and you should be interacting with each other now that you will be a lot of you will be going at DSC, at IGIDR, at Gokhale, at JNU. You should have a close bond with each other. So last year's batch, they found it so easy because a lot of them who went to DSC, they already knew each other. A lot of them who went to Gokhale, वो अपने आप को पहले एक दूसरे को जानते थे, तो it became the journey became easy for them, right? That transition became easy. So now that you know the score of each other, you know that you will be going at DSC, you will be going at a particular institute. Please go ahead and please share each other's journey together, and you can start discussing your path ahead, and your transition can be smoother. Okay, so next we have, let me just quickly come down. Nandini. Nandini scored 243 out of 300.
Hello, ma'am. I'm really grateful to you and to the entire ARTHAPOINT team. I think this was my drop year, and I realized that there was a huge gap between my understanding of economics at the time when I gave CUET last year and this year. There were so many topics that I had never even seen, and I think I was kind of lying to myself last year that I had prepared well. It's all on me. But I think this year I went into with this mindset that I really have to get up, and I have this love for economics. I don't study it just because I think I'll get a good job. I I have always loved it, and I always try to go beyond the syllabus, beyond the course. And because of that, I think being surrounded by so many achievers and being guided by you was something that really motivated me more, and tapped my potential that I really you know can do a lot more and be at a good place with all my peers. And I think one thing that I would suggest to the next batch is that please don't skip on mocks. That was a mistake I made last year. And I understand that initially giving mocks can be intimidating because we are trying to test ourselves when we only know 50% of the things. But I would suggest I broke that psychological intimidation by starting by giving it like an assignment and then eventually testing myself. So that really put off the pressure initially. And once I got the hang of it, I started testing myself. And second, I would say that please don't rely, like personally, I cannot study from digital notes. Like I have to write it, otherwise I can't retain it. So I think it's also important that you make detailed notes, but then you also have one pagers that are just summarizing the entire chapter or a concept on one page. And that really helped me in the last 4 5 days because I did not even open a notebook at that time. I just saw those sheets. So I think that was really helpful. And yeah, that's it.
Well summarized. And I think the acceptance is the key. So, given that you accept that there was a difference between what you did last year and this year, that is what actually went ahead and made the difference. Okay. Congratulations on your result, Nandini. So, next we have Ishita. Ishita has also scored 243 out of 300.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening, Ishita.
Ma'am, first of all, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for all your efforts and guidance. It was not at all easy for all of us. For none of us, it was easy. And also, I am currently pursuing my bachelor's from Daulatram College. So, along with that, I also gave GATE and JAM, from which I cleared GATE. So, yeah, it was not whatever we do. So, yeah, and practicing mocks. Like, first, you would feel that out of 300, I'm only scoring 100 or 120. Like, it's totally okay. But in the second attempt, when we see your efforts, and like, it was amazing journey.
Right. So thank you so much, Ishita, for your time. And also, Ishita, Daulat Ram and DSC are nearby. So not a lot of transition for you. So DSC it is then. Are you going for DSC?
Ma'am, I'm currently also preparing for ISI.
Yes. That is
Then
that is
I'll
the
discuss
supreme
with
goal.
you. Then I'll discuss with you as to where to go after the admissions.
Done. Done. So just because the CUT result is out, please guys don't skip ISI. कल का master class में such low presence was there. Please, please, please give ISI with full preparation. That is our ultimate goal, huh? Okay. So next we have Vani and Vani. Sorry, Ayush. Yes, please. Ayush, you raised your hand. Hey. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, मेरी बारी पीछे रह गई थी. I was
हाँ.
on 8 marks. Actually, my laptop was not working well, so I joined from the phone.
Ayush, how much have you scored?
258.
Ah, that was the top. Yes. Ji Ayush, go ahead.
First of all, it's a real pleasure to talking to you in the live session. And actually, I was on the drop year, and I didn't took any coaching also. And I took your test series, and I was mainly on the self study. I just want to say to the juniors that three things which work for me is first is the practice relentlessly and revise 100 times, and I literally mean it, revise 100 times please. And don't do much extra topics. If you are doing it, keep it very minimal and to the point. That really helps in building deeper understanding. And try to criticize the topics which you do, as it is also very crucial to adapt with the topics. I think that is for me.
Good. Congratulations, Ayush, on your result. And which institute will you be going for?
I am very confused right now from DSC, IIT, IGIDR. So I will
Okay.
from your side only.
Oh, we will take a discussion session then tomorrow. ठीक है जी. So we'll move ahead now. And we'll go with Vani. Okay, Vani. Hi.
Hi, good evening, ma'am.
Evening.
First of all, I would like to congratulate all of my fellow batchmates. It makes me so happy to see all of you doing so well. And also, thank you so much, ma'am, for your guidance. I remember, I think it was 15 or 18 days before CUET, I texted you. I was so anxious about my prep. I was not quite sure where to begin. And you were so patient. You guided me so well. You told me to do your assignments and your mock tests. And that honestly helped so much. Indian Eco, I did entirely from your videos. I am so glad for that. And thank you so much, ma'am. It means a lot. I think as Bhumi said, stats was also an area that I was very scared of when I began my prep. And thanks to your classes, I am not scared of stats anymore. I actually enjoy doing it quite a lot. So yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Vani. And so nice to see you being so cheerful. Once, students reach the masters, I think somehow we lose that child in us. So it's so nice to see you being so cheerful. It's like breathing fresh air. Okay, congratulations on your result. So next we have Sneha, and she has scored 243 out of 300. Sneha, are you around? Okay. So Vishav and Parth, you have some good fans on YouTube who are cheering for you on YouTube. Probably your friends. Good. So next we have Diksha. Diksha has scored 242 out of 300.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are.
Good evening, ma'am. I would just like to say I'm so grateful to you and all the ARTHAPOINT team. You all have helped me so much. I would just like to share that I was very underconfident. I did my economics from SRCC, and in first year, my health deteriorated a lot. So I couldn't perform very well in stats and maths. So I got very daunted by economics. But till third year, I started gathering some courage, but still not high enough for me to give CUET. But then after doing fourth year, I was like, I have to face my fears because deep inside me, I really like economics and I wanted to get into good institutes. So then I took your course, and the way you cleared all the basics, even the first year concepts got so cleared that I could confidently give my exam this time. And I'm really happy that I scored this much. So really grateful to you, ma'am.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
all the efforts.
And I wish that, you stay at the campus for 2 more years and you do your masters from Delhi School of Economics and no more fearing economics.
Yes, ma'am, for sure.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Next we have Tushar, and Tushar has scored 241 out of 300.
Hello, hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Good evening, ma'am. Thank you.
Hi, Tushar. Yes, go ahead. Tell us about your journey.
Yeah, so I started, I think, in mid-July. I started my preparation, and I have actually I don't have maths background, so for me maths was pretty challenging, and it was really helpful. Your like basic videos and intermediate videos, those videos helped me a lot. So yeah, thank you.
Okay. So Tushar, which college are you from?
I am from MGSU University. This is my drop year. So
Okay.
yeah, I have done BCom.
Okay. So big transition coming from BCom
Yeah,
to economics. Okay.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then you scored 241. Very good.
yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations. And your parents on YouTube are saying that they're proud of you. So are we.
Thank you.
Okay. So next we have Tina, and Tina has also scored 241 out of 300.
Hi, ma'am. Am
Hi,
I
Tina.
audible?
You are, yes.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So, firstly, I would like to thank you. Like, it was not easy. I had been in the fourth year of my course, and all that dissertation, research work, and exams and midterms. So, I was not like very consistent from the start, but once I was done with the jam and the gate exams, then I was like, I need to gear up. So, thanks to you, your resources, and like there was so much of the resources the pile, and like it really helped me a lot because I used to panic a lot in the exam, and the practicing is what helped me a lot. Thank you, ma'am, and Arun sir as well, and the entire Artha Point team.
Thank you so much, Tina, and congratulations on your result.
Thank
And
you.
don't scare juniors by saying too much resource. You know what
No,
that
like
was?
it really helped me because I panic a lot in the exam due to the lack of practice. So I practiced a lot the question banks, the jam, gate, and the CUET PG. It was just great, and it helped me reduce the like I did my CUET PG quite calmly as compared to the jam and the gate ones. So that's ways.
Okay. No. So good. Congratulations once again.
Thank
And
you, ma'am.
41 is a very good score.
Thank you.
Okay. Next we have Deepika, and she has scored 240 out of 300. Hi, Deepika.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening. So I would really like to thank you and the whole ARTHAPOINT team. And you have been a great teacher. I still remember I texted you in January because I was feeling so anxious that what will happen, how will my exams go, and you guided me so well. And I'm really grateful for having you as my teacher, as my mentor. And there are three takeaways I would like to take from this journey. That first, making short notes is very important. You cannot like revise, go through the whole book or notebook in the last time period. Secondly, revision is very important for the last 2 to 3 months. And third is giving mocks. Do not skip mocks. So yeah, thank you so much.
Right. Thank you so much, Deepika. And 240 is a very good score. I wish you all the very best for your future. So, corporate or government job, what do you want to do in the future?
Ma'am, my aim for now is corporate.
Okay.
Yes.
Good choice. Okay, good.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, next we have Gorvi, and Gorvi has also scored 240 out of 300. Hey, Gorvi, are you around? Okay, we'll move on. Next, we have Trisha, and Trisha has scored 239 out of 300.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Hi.
First of all, I would like to thank you and the entire team for the mocks and the question bank you rated. I am currently working, so it was really difficult for me to consistently study. It really helped me, the question bank specifically, because I was able to get to know the topics that I'm have weaker spots for and practice those specifically. So yeah, thank you so much for that.
So now you would be leaving your job and coming back to academics?
Yeah, hopefully,
So
yes.
it will be difficult one, but all the very best.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So next we have Palak, and Palak has also scored 239 out of 300. Hi, Palak.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening. Thank you very much. I am very thankful to you and to entire team. All the materials were very helpful for me. I was like, I joined it in the very start of the batch, and in the starting, I was not very consistent because we had our break at that time, and we were not able, like, we're just taking things very lightly. But when the peak time came, when I realized that this is what I really want to achieve, this is what I really want to do. So the consistency is the one thing I followed, and all the thanks is to you and your material provided.
Excellent. So consistency is showing very well in your score also. And I wish you all the very best, Palak. And what are your future plans now? Where do you want to go from here?
Ma'am, hopefully um like if allotted Delhi School of Economics, then
Don't worry, it'll happen.
yes, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So next we have Snigdha, and Snigdha has scored 238 out of 300.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Hello, sir. Good evening. So, firstly, thank you for hosting this like award ceremony for us. It's so nice to see that everyone has scored so well. And secondly, it has been an amazing journey being enrolled, being a student of ARTHAPOINT. All your live classes, the mock tests, the notes, everything has helped me to like be consistent with my studies and help me stay focused. And lastly, thank you for your guidance and your constant support and motivation for us to do our best, because that's what really kept me going in the last few days.
Good. So when did you start studying? What was, how many months did you dedicate for this preparation of CUET PG Economics?
I like was enrolled with ARTHAPOINT since last year, July. So it's been a while. I have been preparing. I was also preparing for IIT GATE and JAM. So CUET preparation, CUET focused preparation rather, I would say, started after January only. Matlab, after giving my IIT and all that, I was only able to focus on CUET around that time. And also, since I'm a fourth year student, it became really difficult to juggle up so many things together: the dissertation, the college exams, then IIT, GATE, then suddenly even CUET. I was expecting it to happen like somewhere around late March, but it surprisingly happened in the mid-March month. So I was panicked at that time.
But you did well. So that's the end of it. So it's fine. That's part of journey, panicking, coming back, and then doing well. So I wish you all the very best for your future, Snigdha.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So next we have Vishal, and Vishal has also scored 238 out of 300. Vishal, are you around? I see people appreciating Vishal in the comment section. Okay. Next we have Subrat, and Subrat has scored 237 out of 300.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi.
Am I audible?
Yep.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for teaching us. I mean, it was a wonderful experience. And there was a lot of resources that was available on the ARTHAPOINT website. I mean, I think it is impossible for me to finish even now.
So how much percentage you finished?
I think I finished 70 to 80% of the
That's a lot.
material that
You
is.
did well then. If you did 70-80%, that's a very good benchmark you're setting.
Thank
Okay,
you.
and you did all the mocks, all the question banks?
No, I have not done all the mocks. I think I have given 8 to 9 mocks in CUET and 7 to 8 mocks in IT Jam. I have not given the gate mocks, so it is like that.
No problem. That's good amount. Okay. So I wish you all the very best for your future, and I wish you had a good in.
Thank you.
Vishal, I see you around now. Are you available? Hey.
Hi, ma'am.
Congratulations on your result, Vishal. Hey, you're on mute.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening.
I would first of all like to thank you and Arun sir for the guidance. It was a very uh, pleasing journey to learn from you. The last year was very hectic for me because uh, doing college work and uh, like reading from the lectures was a bit hectic as I don't come from a economics background. Till class 12th, I have not read economics. Luckily, I got into Delhi University through CUT UG, and my professors there helped me a lot. And after that, you and Arun sir helped me a lot to go through and navigate this journey. And your marathons helped me a lot. So thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Vishal. So never mind. I mean, you in your college you did economics, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you are from an economics background. 12th does not matter.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I was very anxious uh, as I don't have the background. In the first year, I was a bit skeptical. How will I navigate the 3 years of bachelor's? But it's eventually passed, and now I am very much happy with my school.
Good. So are we. Congratulations, Vishal.
Thank you.
Okay. Next we have Priyanshi, and Priyanshi has scored 236 out of 300.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Your guidance and mock test and resources helped me a lot. My preparation journey was quite different because I was also working 5 to 6 hours a day and simultaneously doing my fourth year from Ramjas College, Delhi University, and also traveling 2 hours to commute from college to home and all. But yeah, thank you so much. Your guidance did a very big role in my preparation, and yeah, thank you so much.
Congratulations there. And doing it with work and college and traveling becomes even difficult. So
Yeah, I was
good
working
study.
also on Saturday and Sunday
Oh.
because it's like kind of a teaching job, and yeah, So managing the parents also, seeing their syllabus of students and everything, exam dates, kind of that thing.
Good. So I'm glad that you scored very well and you could manage everything together.
Thank you.
Okay. So next we have Vishakha, and Vishakha scored 236 out of 300. Vishakha, you around? Okay. Next we have Shruti, and Shruti has scored 235 out of 300. I'll move on. Next we have Rishikesh, and Rishikesh has scored 235 out of 300.
Hello, ma'am. I hope I'm audible and visible.
Hi, yes, you are.
Yes. Firstly, I would like to show my gratitude to you, Arun sir, and as well as Girish sir. The journey was pretty hectic for me as well, as I'm pursuing my fourth year, and I joined Eartha Point, I think around August, and like I could only dedicate like few hours a day because this fourth year was really hectic for me particularly. And as for the preparation, I think the portal is more than enough. If you can just hit 100% on all the sections, I think you're good to go. But I could barely finish the all the DPPs. The content is really nice, and I don't think it's like finishable, but it was really good.
So you did the DPPs? Huh.
I could not complete all of them. I think micro ones were not finishable to me, according to me.
Okay, okay, good. So you did well. Does not matter whether you did all the DPPs or not, but you will have to do all the problem sets at DSC. You will
Yes,
not have a choice there.
yeah, I'm hopeful that I get in.
You will get and be prepared to go ahead and give 200%. Whatever you did here, it will be 2 or 3 times more DPPs there. So be ready for that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So next we have Pundlik, and we have score of 234 out of 300. Hey.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
So first of all, I would like to thank the entire ArthaPoint team for their amazing support, and I want to personally thank you because you are always on the Telegram group solving all the doubts, and it's really commendable to me that you do this year in year out for so many hundreds of students, and that's really commendable to me personally.
Thank you.
The things that I mainly learned from this exam, and a thing that I wish I knew looking in hindsight, was that there will be a lot of factors on the day of exam that affect your mental fortitude and your mental faculties. So what happened with me was that my Aadhaar card biometric wasn't getting through, so that they had to do a bypass. So the bypass entry actually starts much later than the actual normal entries. So you are almost given at the end of it, you actually get a seat. Like at the very end, on the neck time of the exam, you are given a seat. So that sort of sent me down a panic spiral. And in that, I think I made three silly mistakes. And if I didn't make those three silly mistakes, those 15 marks, not even 12, the 15 marks that I lost would have made a big difference. So yeah. So please take that into account when you prepare, that a lot of things might actually go south on the day of exam, and have something to calm yourself down and stay grounded.
Yes, which is very, very, very important. And probably that's the reason that you need to sit in an exam-like environment before. I mean, of course, nothing can replace what you face in an exam, the amount of anxiety you face. But giving mocks always help you to kind of understand what an exam-like environment looks like.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you so much for inviting me, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I mean, after all of that, you did well. So congratulations on your result.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Next, we have Abhishek, and Abhishek has scored 234 out of 300. Okay. Next, we have Ananya, and Ananya has scored 233 out of 300. Hi, Ananya. Hey, you're not audible yet.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. So, ma'am, thank you. I would like to start it from something. See, the thing right in the mentioned your text too, as that to serve and I actually felt like I felt very bad in September because I would like to speak on my please take care of yourself. Please very much take care of your health. I felt sick very bad. The choice post match when the show started. But because of that, I lost my rhythm completely. It took me around 1 month and a half to recover. But after I remember you said that the aim is to see you in a good place. I started imagining myself at DAC. And I was like, no, I need to sit back and I need to do this. And I remember the day I sat back, I was only able to sit for 2 hours because I was so tired and worn out from the review. And there were a lot of interruptions. I also, because I went to NFLQ finals this year to Navi Mumbai for that with my partner. We also won the regional round. So there were so many things, but I feel like hearing you say about all the great achievement that the previous batches had, that you yourself have had, and just the amount of support you and the entire other point team gave. I was not able to do well in my CUET and JAM as well. It was not as good, but I was able to do well in JAM. And but also in the other aspects that I did, such as my college exams and all the extracurricular I participated in. So I seek your blessings as I go on to continue my journey on to master. And thank you so much, ma'am, for everything.
Thank you so much, Ananya. I think we lost some time in the early days, but you coped up well.
Yes, ma'am, because actually I was also doing an internship at SEBI from the entirety of June and July. I'm a summer research intern. So I had to sit for 8 hours in the call in my office. I used to come, I used to wash my face and I used to sit for the classes. And then obviously, ma'am, like that's the person so I could not study for very late hours. But once my project was finished, I made a point to carry my laptop to my office, get time in between breaks and do my backlog. And once I started going, it was only the typhoid break that impacted my journey a little bit. But still, I think I am really, really grateful to you, ma'am, and to Arun sir as well. I'm deadly scared of math, but he made math seem like a game of numbers.
Yes.
So thank you so much, ma'am.
Good. Congratulations, Ananya. Okay. Next, we have Advait, and he has also scored 233 out of 300. Hey, Advait.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hey, good evening.
So, as for my background, I'm currently pursuing BS Physics in from Ramdas. So, for me, managing my college work and then for the entrances, like I had my lab works and my generally my everything related to college work is entirely different from what I was doing for my entrances. So, I had to manage both these, and it has been a great journey. And I'm really grateful for the Atha Point and you for all your support and the content. Thank you.
So, Advait, how come from physics to economics? Hey, we lost you. You're on mute. You're still on mute.
Hello, am I
Yes.
audible?
Yes.
Ma'am, I had interest in both economics and science. So I had science plus economics in my 11th and 12th.
Okay.
So to keep my options open, I took for physics in my bachelor's, and now I'm ready to go for economics.
Good. It will be worth a switch.
Thank you.
Okay. So next we have Raj, and Raj has scored 232 out of 300.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
So thank you so much for your effort, ma'am. And I really want to commend your efforts. And I want to tell you that I used to watch your YouTube videos in some lectures. So I knew at that moment that she is the only one that can make me understand concepts so well because आपने जो भी class में कहा वो दिमाग में चला गया. And I also have a habit of like writing down and learning then. So I was not very consistent from June to the NSEM of my NSEM exams of semester 5, but I managed and made notes for all of the classes. So that was sort. But after the my NSEM exams, besides my attendance was totally messed up, I managed to like do everything and buckle up. So after IIT Jam did not went very well, so I made sure that I buckle up and made sure that my CUET goes well. But also that's my bad. I could have scored a much more better, but that's fine.
No, no. What you have scored is the best. Don't think
Yeah.
we could have done better. You have done very well. It's a good score. And, you know, I just want that when you leave us and move in your journey ahead, these concepts remain with you. Whatever you did with us in the last 1 year, it remains with you.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. Because इतना मैंने अपने सेमेस्टर में भी इतना नहीं समझा था जितना डीपली आपने मुझे समझा दिया. And thank you
Good,
for that.
good. Congratulations, Raj.
Thank
So,
you so much.
next we have Parikshit, and Parikshit has scored 232. So, Parikshit, let me tell you, one of my favorite professors at Delhi School of Economics was Parikshit Ghosh. Parikshit, you can unmute yourself. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
I did my bachelor's in economics from Gokle in 2025. After that, I was doing a job for 6 to 7 months, and during my job, I was doing the preparation. And uh, the way you teach, it helped me a lot, and really helped me in getting these marks. Thank you, ma'am.
So, Parikshit, you're going to stay at Pune only, or you will change the college? You're
Uh,
at Gokle, na?
hopefully, if I get in DSC, I'll change the college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yes, you should. You will get through other places. But Gokle is also good, very good, especially if you get financial economics. It's one of the very good institutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, congratulations. Next, we have Jasleen, and Jasleen has scored 232 out of 300.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
First, I would like to thank you and Arun sir for your guidance throughout this course. And I would love to say that this is a very comprehensive course, and I didn't have to refer to anything else throughout this journey. And I would also like to mention that the last month for CUT preparation was especially hard for me because I got diagnosed with typhoid just after the JAM exam. So I was actually really disheartened that I didn't do that well in my exam. And for after giving CUT for the whole month, I was like, "Ki, I have to prepare for some other exam," but I was not recovering well from typhoid, so it was really hard, but I'm glad that I scored even this much. So
You
thank
scored
you so
well.
much, ma'am.
After all the hurdles, you did very well in exam.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Next, we have Aditya, and Aditya has scored 231 out of 300. So let me just, again, just mention once that maybe we have missed out a few names, students who have scored between 260 to 240 because they're coming to us now. So in case you have your friends whom we have missed out, please go ahead and ask them to join in. I will just go ahead and I'll announce their name as well. Okay. Hi, Aditya.
Hi, ma'am. This is actually my very first interaction with the ARTHAPOINT team. So I'm actually really happy to see all of you all together here. I actually purchased the course back in December, and my biggest reason to appear for the CUET PG exam was because of my apprenticeship that I was doing at TIS under my professor. So I was working in the applied economics section, and that really motivated me to appear for the exam. With respect to the prep, I don't really think I should get into the prep because I would never recommend anybody to go through the prep that I went through. It was really bad. I crunched all the micro macro concepts in the last 2 3 weeks, and I would totally attribute it to my laziness because I was taking the exam very lightly. And it's because of your lecture that I was able to do that. And also, a lot could be attributed to the luck because the paper was relatively easy compared to the 2025 paper as well as the 2024 paper. So I am happy with my score, and I hope to get into a good college as well. And I would like to really thank you, especially for all the efforts that you put in the Telegram channel and even on the course. So yes, ma'am, I'm really happy with my score that way, and I'm really grateful to you and to all the people at the Other Point team. So thank you so much.
Congratulations, Aditya.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank
Uh,
you.
that means I should not take your interview because I would like the right guidance for students.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. Which is why I put a disclaimer out there saying that you should not be looking at my preparation because it was totally at the very end moment. So I would never recommend anybody to do that. And please don't be lazy if you're appearing for this exam. Just like focus on all the concepts and build your fundamentals. Otherwise, it's going to be really difficult, and you have to attribute it to luck for this particular year. So thank you so much. Yeah,
Right.
I don't have anything else to say. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So next we have Sanskriti, and Sanskriti has also scored 231 out of 300. Hey, hi Sanskriti, good evening. You can unmute yourself.
Hello, ma'am. First of all, I'd like to say I'm very grateful for the ARTHAPOINT team for accumulating all the resources that you did. And yes, this journey of this paper, I think I took it very lightly. I should have started a bit more earlier because I know I was not going to stay consistent throughout the prep, because I'm not someone who studies for a long hours or who can do I cannot stay disciplined. That's my issue. I need to work on that. If I would have worked on that, I might have scored a bit much, I guess.
It's okay. Nothing to regret about. You did well.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations, Sanskriti. So how was the last 4-5 days before CUET exam? Hey, again, you have to unmute.
Ma'am, after giving my GATE and JAM exam, which I was not really aiming for, but gave them just for the preparation, I got very anxious because the preparation journey was very tough. So I got very anxious towards the late of February. So after that in March, we got the holy break from DU. So I went home, and then finally I calmed down. I was only revising and doing mocks. So that helped me. Otherwise, if I would not have gone home, I don't know what I would have done.
Okay, good. Yes. Sometimes, parental love helps, right?
Yes, sure. It definitely takes down the pressure sometimes.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, so Arun sir will take ahead from here.
Hello again. Just one practical point about next couple of years. This phase is about building depth, not rushing through the things. The way you approach subjects will now be that will stay with you for a longer time. I'll share a small example from my own experience. Basically, if you know, I am from engineering background. So I was quite comfortable with mathematics, but I used to hesitate with the subjects like applied mechanics, strength of material. Then I suddenly realized that issue was not with the subject, it was my approach. I was just treating those subjects like theory. The moment I started treating them like mathematics, since I like maths, so the moment I started treating them like maths, working through the formulas, driving the formula instead of memorizing them, things immediately changed for me. आई कैन से कभी कभी जो प्रॉब्लम है ना वो सब्जेक्ट में नहीं अप्रोच में होती है तो इन केस यू हैव सम प्रॉब्लम विद सम सब्जेक्ट try to change your approach. You should always have a plan B available with you. I say not only plan B, plan C, plan D, all the plans should be there. If something is not working, change the way you approach it. Build your fundamentals properly in this phase, and that will make a big difference in your career later. Thank you.
Excellent. And all of you would need this once you do your masters. This would be the approach, you will have to rethink the approach that you follow. It may change many times, and back in my time, I always tell you, right, that we were all afraid of econometrics, of getting a back in econometrics, and we did badly in all our internals. So we always would rethink what to do, what not to do. And this is something all of you will figure out with time. What works for one will not work for another. So yes, I wish that you take these things before you go for your future journey. Next we have Devnanda, Nimardeep. Hey. One second, you have to unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Hi, I'm good. How about you? Sorry, Nimardeep, what score would that be where I should be
Ma'am,
showing?
I got 247 on 300, and it was great because till December I was engaged with my college exams. I'm from Hansraj College, but I'm from commerce background, and I am indeed looking forward to a transition that might be difficult for me initially, but I'm really looking forward to it. I started preparing in January, and I was mostly on self study. I just got books, different sorts of books meant for CUET PG and one for UGC net. So that helped me a lot in terms of other Indian economy and all. UGC net is a great book to practice all this with lots of questions. And then I purchased your mocks, and they were really great. I took 7, 8 mocks, and I really got an idea of what I'll be expecting even in the future. And in terms of how my paper is going to be, how am I supposed to cope with the environment that is actually there in the exam and all. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nimardeep. Probably we missed out on your certificate, but
Yes,
anyways, we will get that done. Okay.
thank you so much.
Thank you. So next we have Subrat. I think we covered Subrat as well, right? Ananya we covered. Parikshit we covered. Okay. So next we have Devananda, and Devananda has scored 230 out of 300. Okay. Next we have Sarvesh. Sarvesh has scored 230 out of 300. Again, a very, very hardworking student. Sarvesh, are you around?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your platform. Basically, I am from Karnataka University, and I did my entire graduation till first sem. I did my education in Kannada medium only. So it is my new journey, non-English and non-Hindi background student. It was a bit difficult to study in English after hours, but and here in Karnataka University also there is less awareness about JAM and CUT. Even I also come to know about IGIDR and DSC after joining your ARTHAPOINT platform only. And last year also I gave JAM exam also, but I couldn't clear it. This year, with your guidance and long hours of study, this helped me a lot. I can't properly speak in English and Hindi, but I will try my.
Good. And you will have to do that because, now you will be going at a very good institute. Excuse me. You've done well with IIT and GATE also. So you will get a call from IIT as well. So you have to get that fluency in Hindi and English. Hindi is fine. English has to pick up very, very fast.
Yes, ma'am. I will try, ma'am. And thank
Yes.
you for your guidance for the last 8 months, ma'am. Even though I have joined in August, I started my classes in August, but I I want to suggest a next batch student. The exam day and the day before exam day is as important as the last 7 to 8 months you have prepared. Because what I did mistake is in the jam is I answered all the questions, but at the last 25 minutes, I answered 3 questions, 2 marks questions, but I haven't
Impressed.
saved them. So I lost 6 marks for that. So in the exam hall is also you should be calm and patient only. So thank you, ma'am.
When students do this, even we regret. So that day, I clearly remember when you told me that you did not press the save button. I was crying more than you were crying because even, I lost a rank and I knew you will get somewhere. So I suggest the future students to be a bit careful
Yes.
because you got the right answer also and you missed marks.
And also NAT question, ma'am, I got 250 as an answer,
Yes.
but I wrote 25 and I have to write zero and save the click answer and time was over, ma'am.
I
So
remember.
you have to do well time management also, ma'am, in the exam.
Yes, I remember it very well. So again, I would like to go ahead and I would like to congratulate you, Sarvesh. You will land up at a good place.
Thank you so
You
much,
will
ma'am.
get call from IIT, don't worry, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So next we have Aniket, and Aniket has scored 229 out of 300. Okay.
Hello,
Hi.
ma'am.
Hi.
Thank you for having me. First of all, very thanks to the entire ArthaPoint team. It was a great experience with the entire ArthaPoint team, and especially thanks to you, Arzu ma'am, for your guidance and the doubt clearance. And it was a very good journey with this institution. I made a few silly mistakes in the exams, which I regret very much. It could increase if I didn't make that mistakes. It could increase my marks 10 or 15 marks more. So I regret that. But yeah, we are all, and I have scored the maximum marks I can. So yeah,
Yes.
thank you for the guidance again.
Congratulations, Aniket, and hope you're preparing for ISI.
Yes, I am preparing for ISI and as well as IISP.
Very good. Good. So continue that for now, and then we'll decide where to go. Okay. Next we have Shinjini Roy, and the score is 227 out of 300. Okay. Next we have Vaibhav, and Vaibhav has scored 226 out of 300.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you so much. I don't know if you remember, but I was the one who bought your course 20 days prior to the exam. And before that, I was in a, ignorance of bliss. I thought I really know a lot. And right after getting a course, the first lesson was on Hixian demand, Roy's identity, Shepard lemma. I was like, I've never read this. Although all that didn't come in the exam, but I'm pretty sure it will be useful in the first, second semesters of masters. And this is not the score that I'm proud of, and I'm pretty sure I will not be getting like top 2, 3 colleges. And so the target next is MSc, IFT, and yeah. Thank you.
Gokhale?
Thanks. Yes, sir.
Good. So, Vaibhav, let me tell you that those concepts will be not only useful in your masters, but they actually come in IIT GATE, IIT Delhi additional seats. The painful point is that CUT came very easy this year, but they are very, very useful for your exam. Anyways, so congratulations once again. Next, we have Preetha, and she has scored 226 out of 300. Okay. Next, we have Sayyam, and Sayyam has scored 225 out of 300. Sayyam, are you around? Next, we have Tejashri, and the score is 225 out of 300.
Hello, ma'am. First of all, I would like to thank you and your team for such a wonderful guidance. And I actually started my preparation in the month of October. November I did, and December I had my end semester of fifth semester. So I couldn't touch much. And parallelly, I was doing my like along with my BSc Economics, I was doing IIT Data Science course. And that project also I had in the month of Jan and Feb. So yeah, I think if I had started a little earlier, I would have gotten more.
No, this is a good score, especially if you're managing it with a data science course. This is good enough. So, sometimes you need to also focus on skill development. And this is irrespective. You do masters from anywhere, but now you have to go ahead and you have to learn AI. You have to learn Gen AI. You have to learn R. You have to learn Python.
Yeah,
So,
also, like the gate and jam was 1 week apart, and during that Monday to Friday, we had our internals. And during the week of CUT, except for March 12, rest full days, we had internals, ma'am, that week. Yeah.
yes, that was the period of internals and a lot of things were happening. But I'm glad you did well.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So next we have Saloni, and Saloni has scored 224 out of 300. Hi, Saloni.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much for your guidance.
Saloni, you're enjoying it seems.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm returning from my class.
Oh, okay.
I'm on my way back.
Congratulations, Saloni, for
Thank
you.
you so much, ma'am.
And um, I would also like to go ahead and I would also like to say that as of now, I'm hopeful that all students above 220 will get at least we'll be at JNU, DSC, IGIDR. That is what my hope is. But let's see where we stand. Okay, next we have Sanvi, and Sanvi has scored 223 out of 300. Next we have Akanksha, 223 out of 300. Hi, Akanksha.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really, really thankful to you, ma'am. The guidance, the notes, the late nights preparation, the marathons, whatever you have provided were so helpful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Also, ma'am, uh, I'm in my fourth year and I have not given CUET last year. This was my first time. So I was a bit skeptical as of like being in a fourth year. Am I ready to give CUET or not? Because we have dissertation as well. But in your guidance, thank you so much. Also, I would like to ask you one thing, one request. Could you please start a course on R, Python, or Stata? If I know, ma'am, you have a very busy schedule, ma'am, but if you could start a paid or a free, whatever sort of course for us, on our Python starter or something. So that would be really helpful.
For free, we have already done 2 workshops last weekend, Saturday, Sunday on econometrics using Python.
Yes,
We're also
yes.
doing some live projects, of course, using R and Python. So
Okay.
probably you can, contact Rohit sir once and check.
Sure, sure. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Congratulations on your result,
Thank you.
Akaksha. Next, we have Gunja, and the score is 223 out of 300. Hey, good evening. We lost you, Gunja. Okay. So next we have Gayatri, and the score is 222 out of 300. Next we have Charmi, and the score is 222 out of 300.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you very much for this amazing ceremony going on. And I would first of all like to thank you and the team. You have to believe me when I tell you that for us DU students, you're almost like a celebrity. So I've known about you from your YouTube lectures about the NSEM courses and everything for a while now. And so to study under you for this exam was an absolute privilege, in my opinion. And in my third year for my BA economics course, so managing is a bit tedious. And I also started a bit later than everyone compared to, so I started in November, but I do recommend that everyone who wants to appear for the exam from the next year starts a bit earlier. And I made a couple of silly mistakes in the exam as well, so I want everyone to be a bit more confident when you're in the exam hall, because that can really bring down your ability to score well, because the questions, some of them are very easy, but you panic and you choose the wrong option, and a lot of mishappenings happen on thereafter, so please be careful about that. And also, one more suggestion, please do not be scared of attempting mocks and PYQs and question papers and TPPs. Start as early as you can. Don't keep it for the last moment, because you might feel that you are not going to be able to score well, but you will learn more than you focus on scoring. So as you do more and more mocks, as you do more and more PYQs, you will be learning more and more. So that's one recommendation I would want to make. And yes, that's it. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. And well said. Mocks are not only for, I mean, this is something which happens every year. People get scared after looking at the score of mocks, but it's only to help you so that you don't get scared in the final exam.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Charmi. So, Gunja, yes, I see that you're back.
Hi, ma'am. I'm so sorry there was some network issues. First of all, I would really thank you for all the support. And coming from an BA program background in economics, a lot of topics are skipped in BA program as compared to honors. So it was a bit difficult for me to cope up with those topics, but your lectures really helped, and I'm so thankful that you helped everybody with the talk. Thank
Good. So, you're doing BA program from DU, right? Okay, we missed you again.
Uh, yes, ma'am. I'm doing it from DU Maitri College.
Okay, good. Congratulations then. Congratulations on your result.
Thank you.
Next, we have Zol, and the score is 222 out of 300. Hi. Hi, Atharv.
Hello, ma'am. Actually, I'm a third year BSc Economics student at Gokhale Institute.
Okay.
So, ma'am, your mock test, question bank and practice question helped me a lot during my preparation. And last 2 weeks, I practiced only mock tests. But in exam, I messed up on 2 to 3 questions, so I could not much more well.
Okay. So, you plan to stay at Gokhale or you want to change?
Ma'am, I want to change, so I'll look forward.
Okay. But Gokhale is also very good. So we recently visited the entire team of Eartha Point. We were there at Gokhale, I think, last month, and we loved it. It's a
Yes.
good campus. It's a good place to be at.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, managing with the third year, and then there were a lot of assignments, then I exam and all. So it was a bit hectic, but your test and all that helped a lot there. Actually, ma'am, I'm listening to lectures from 2 years because my sister was also in Eartha Point and she is currently AC now. She's
Oh,
second year now. She's about to end her second year, and she is also done.
good. Congratulations, Athar.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. And next we have, sorry, yes, Rishika. Rishika, yes, please. Go ahead.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am was asked to join. Uh, Actually, I got 249 out of 300, and I did not see the message until very late. So I was asked to join.
Rishika, your video is not coming. Probably, do you have it on?
Ma'am, is it there now?
It's there now, yes.
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
So I just saw the message. I was asked to join by sir. So I got 249 out of 300 actually. I did not see the message until this morning for the award ceremony. So I just wanted to pop in and say thank you for this recognition, first of all, and thank you to you and the whole team for being the guiding light every step of the way. And like be it 2 a.m. in the night or 7 a.m. in the morning, you always cleared our doubts and it meant a lot. And would have not been here if not for you guys. So thank you so much. I just wanted to pop in and say that.
Congratulations, Rishika.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Rishita,
ma'am.
sorry, I should have written T here, right? So, Rishita, 249 is a very good score.
Thank
And
you,
I wish
ma'am.
you all the very best. And I hope to see you at DSC.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much for your guidance. Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay. So, next, we have Ishan. And Ishan has scored 222 out of 300.
Uh, Hi, ma'am. Firstly, I would like to thank ArthaPoint for such great guidance, and it was a privilege studying from ArthaPoint. So, as far as my prep is concerned, I was balancing my graduation with uh, entrances. So, I mean, I wasn't able to give a lot of priority to certain subjects. So, unfortunately, my microeconomics was not done very well. So, uh, yeah, I still was able to score some respectful marks, but
Very respectful. Don't worry on that.
yeah, thank you. So yeah, I would really like to thank Artha Point for that.
Okay.
And it's just also that the way you taught economics, it was, I come from a place where we don't do economics in a mathematical way, but after learning from you, I began to inculcate that in my graduation and other economic concepts as well whenever I learned them. So thank you for that as well.
Good. And which would be required, by the way, huh? So whenever you do a master's degree, you need to understand that maths is going to be there. Nothing is without maths.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Next we have Kumari Shruti Shri, and the score is 222 out of 300. Hey, Shruti.
Hello, ma'am. Am I visible and audible?
You're audible. You're not visible. You're.
Am I
Yes.
visible now?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, thank you, ArthaPoint, for all the guidance. So, even I faced that Aadhaar verification problem in the exam hall, and I panicked a bit. And I had my own challenges during last month. Every second day, I felt like giving up, but the people around me supported, and uh, somehow I, managed to score 222. That's all. And No regrets. Looking forward to future challenges.
Good. Congratulations once again. And
Thank you, ma'am.
there, so I hear a lot of regret. There should not be any regret. I mean, all of you have done well. This is a very, very good score, and it's a very good, place to be at. So I'm sure you will get at very, very good institutes, DSC, IGIDR, Gokhale, JNU. All of you will be there. Okay. So, and SNU, I always skip SNU or Ashoka out of my mind, but these are also very good institutes to be at. Okay. So, next, we have Anika, and the score is 222 out of 300. So again, I'm saying, because this is a last moment thing, we might have missed some names in between here and there. Many students are not very active on Telegram after the exam. They're doing their end sem preparation. In case we have missed out your name, like we missed Rishita, her score was 249, I think. So you can always come back and, let us know, and we will go ahead and we will include it in the list. Okay, Anika, yes.
Audible now?
Yes,
Hi, ma'am. I hope you're well.
I am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for all the guidance throughout the year. Um, Not only this year, I have been studying with you since semester three, like since second year. So the journey of economics honors has been extremely challenging for me, at least the first year. Like I went from thinking that I should probably take a dropout, like this is not the course for me, to actually now thinking of pursuing a master's degree in it. It has been a big transition for me, especially some of the most tough subjects like econometrics especially is now currently like my most favorite subject. I would say statistics and econometrics, so I owe all that to you. And like I'm satisfied with the score that I have got, like with the studies for third year and like managing the entrances like back and forth. So I'm happy with the score that I have got, and thank you so much.
Good. Congratulations. And I'm glad that, when you say econometrics is now your favorite subject or probably micro, that itself is an achievement. Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, we have Abhijit, I think, with the score of 221 out of 300. Okay. Next, we have Shritam Kumar Nanda with a score of 221 out of 300.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Hi. Yes, Shritam.
Ma'am, thank you for this opportunity to talk to you, first of all. I am very glad that I have scored 221 because I'm not from economic background. Uh, I am from biotechnology background, which is like less mathematical. And I was very scared of maths after my 12th. I took maths in my 12th, but I didn't score very well in that subject. So I scared of math. Now I am much more confident that I can do better in math. So I will do so well in my masters. And thank you for this opportunity to talk to you, ma'am. I'm very glad.
Thank you so much, Shritam. And I hope that slowly you will start loving maths.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next we have Naisha, and Naisha has scored 221 out of 300. Hi, Naisha.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much for the opportunity that you have given me. And so
and
nice.
up and downs. Like there was a time at which I thought to give up. Like I was very nervous, but still I'm happy for with my performance, and I hope that I'll get my dream college.
You will. Congratulations on your result.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I wish you all the best for your future.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Next we have Pulkit, and Pulkit has scored 221 out of 300. Okay. Next we have Siddharth, and Siddharth has scored 220 out of 300. Fine. Next we have Anchal, and Anchal has scored 220 out of 300. Hi Anchal, good evening. One second. Just try unmuting yourself. Okay.
Good evening, ma'am. It is very nice talking to you. I remember I and my father talking back to Grijesh sir, I think back in July, and I was very nervous about what is going to happen. So, this journey was full of ups and downs. I remember giving the previous year questions after all my preparations, and I was feeling a bit overwhelmed. I was not getting good marks, actually 140, 150, and I remember breaking down and all those things. So today I remember all those things that I have gone through thanks to you, the preparation that you have helped us. And honestly, I studied up to January end, giving some 5 6 hours, and I was fed up at that point. So to be very honest, I had not given a single day after January end to CUET exam, and this comes as a bit of surprise. And I would say I would give the advice to my juniors to stay consistent, because even though the last month that I did not give to this preparation, even the initial 5 to 6 months, that prep helped me a lot in getting the score that I have right now. So that is it. That's the advice that I would like to give.
Good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Anchal. Next we have Kiran Moyoni, and her score is 220 out of 300. Can you unmute? I'm sorry if I have...
Yes, ma'am.
Kiran,
Am I audible?
yes. I think I have not pronunciated your name
It's
correctly.
Kiran Manonmani.
Okay.
Good evening, ma'am. Good
Hi.
evening, all. First of all, I would like to thank Arzu ma'am and the team of ARTHAPOINT very much for the efforts that they have put, because I feel like you have put more efforts than us to prepare us for this exam. And this score, to be honest, this score is a bit of disappointment for me. I expected a bit more. But I'm like now I'm hoping to get into a good college. That's all, and I would really thank you for all the things you have done for us, ma'am. You have motivated us a lot every
I
time
think,
when we
Kiran, we
feel like
have
it.
talked a lot over
Yes, ma'am. I have texted
time
you.
with the
Yes,
motivation talks.
yes, ma'am. Yes.
So I understand. But you did well, Kiran. So it's a
Thank you
good
so
score.
much.
You should be proud of yourself, because sometimes, when I talk to certain students, I feel that, they are very good, but they should not panic at the last moment in the exam. That calmness is required. So you did well. It's a good score.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Sorry. Yes, Saloni. Hi, good evening.
Sorry, ma'am, I was outside that time and I couldn't talk much.
No problem. Go ahead, Saloni.
Yes, ma'am. I want to thank you so much for your guidance, which all you provided me. Actually, I decided to appear for the CUET exam in January only. And that time I remember I talked to Girish sir that how can I do and how can I go through the exam. and he was very helpful. And I also messaged you, and I remember that you told me to go through all the marathons and the question paper twice or thrice, past year papers. I did the same thing. I remember I made 3 columns, attempt 1, 2, and 3, and did every paper 3 times, and that helped me to get through the exam.
Good. And January, frankly, is very late to start. I always tell
Yes,
students.
ma'am.
But
Yes, ma'am.
we cannot create that panic, of course. So you started in January and you performed so well by March. Congratulations on your results, Saloni. Okay, good. So next we have Ekta, and Ekta has scored 220 out of 300. Okay. Next we have Anushri, and Anushri has scored 220 out of 300. Next we have Ria, and Ria has scored 216 out of 300. Okay. Next we have Syed, and Syed has scored 216 out of 300. I'm not sure if the list below 220 are in the Zoom, but I'll just call out the names. So Kunal has scored 215 out of 300. Just let me know in case you're in, huh? Then we have Shivani. Shivani has scored 214. Ishika has scored 214. Jaita has scored 213. Karan has scored 212. Karan, are you around? I remember talking a lot on Telegram. Okay. Then we have Mayank. Mayank has scored 211. And we have Ayushi, one of my very panicky student who has scored 210. Ayushi, are you around? Okay. Next we have Palak. Palak has scored 210. Abeni has scored 209. If any one of you are around, let me know, huh? Palak Mittal has scored 209. Deepika has scored 207. Jia has scored 205. Parth, are you around? He has scored 205. Sakina has scored 205. Yes, Parth, you're around. Hey. Parth, unmute yourself, please.
Yes, ma'am. Hello,
Okay.
ma'am.
Hi. So all set for SNU?
Yes, ma'am. I have decided upon it,
Good.
and I cannot thank you enough. Means you have somewhere like brought in the love of economics back into my life. I lost it during graduation because of the laid back attitude that we generally have in the university. But I cannot thank you enough. Means it's beyond measure that what you have done for me individually. So I can just say that you are actually our hero. You have changed our lives left, right, and center. So thank you so much, ma'am.
Congratulations. And uh, ask your parents to agree that you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
to
I
go to
will.
SNU.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I will
No
definitely.
looking back, and we have to go to a good place, SNU or Shoka or any place which has research and corporate both.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank
Congratulations.
you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Then we have Lavishu. Lavishu has scored 205 out of 300. And Bhavesh has scored 204. Just stop me in case you're around, huh? Sirisha has scored 204. Krishika has scored 204. Deepak has scored 203. Meghna 203. Anand 202. Rashi, 201. And Vishnuja, 200. And exactly 200.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I'm here.
Yes.
I hope I'm audible, ma'am.
You are, but the video is not there.
Yeah, I hope it's.
Yes, it's there.
Good
Yes.
evening, everyone.
Hi, good evening.
And first of all, I really would like to thank the entire ArthaPoint team for having us here, giving us a platform to share our insights and facilitate us. Thank you for that. Coming back to my CET preparation, ma'am, I was really lazy, to be honest, during my initial preparation time, and I was really inconsistent. So I think it was almost towards Jan end, I mean Jan mid or something, that I did really set for CUET. But what I felt was that sitting for CUET, what ArthaPoint has provided is far beyond what I did in my undergrad. I came across a lot of new concepts, and I was able to make good concept clarity. But it was just because of my inconsistency that I couldn't give all of it. But I still am confident that this will definitely be laying a foundation for me to pursue my MA Economics course in any of the institute I go. And I am very thankful to you for leading us students into the right track. Thank you.
Yes, you will get at a good place, and I wish you all the very luck for your
Thank
future.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi. Yes. Can you switch on your camera, your video, please? Hey, yes.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Zoita Shahar.
Yes, Jaita.
Ma'am, I scored 213. So you called my name. I was not able to unmute.
Okay. Go ahead, Jaita. Tell us.
Hello, ma'am. It's a pleasure talking to you in real time. I have always wanted to thank you. I'm so grateful for whatever you have done. And everything I should have done.
Thank you so much, Jaita. And I wish you all the very best for your future. And whenever you come, are you planning for which institute? Is it going to be JNU? Is it going to be SNU? Which place is it going to be?
The institute, see what I
Okay. So, I would suggest you go for Gokhale. It would be a very nice place to be at. But anyways, we'll do that round of counseling separately tomorrow. But I wish you all the very best for your future, okay? Congratulations. Okay. Last we have is Purvi, who has scored 200. If I have missed anyone by any chance, feel free to, let me know, and I will call out your name. Hi,
Ma'am,
Purvi.
ma'am, I had scored 208.
Hey, we don't see
I think
your.
it's not here. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, is it
Probably,
visible?
probably we would have missed it. Anyways, we'll add it to the list.
Yes, ma'am. So I think I joined your coaching around November, and after college, I had taken up a placement, but then I thought that is not my forte, and I would like to continue my career in economics. So I joined your coaching, and I was a little laid back for the beginning few months, but then I started it with vigor, I think after Diwali. And um, I had a false sense of understanding of economics. I thought that what I did in college. So I'd done a major in economics and a minor in maths.
Okay.
And I thought what I studied in college is going to be enough for the exam, but I was absolutely wrong. And there were so many concepts that were not clear and or were maybe partially clear, which I got to know. Like I got to understand economics very deeply thanks to you and your lectures. So I would really thank you for all. Although I'm not very happy with what I've scored, but I think that I can do better in the future.
No, you've scored well, actually. It's not bad at all. So, congratulations on your result, first of all.
Thank you, ma'am.
And as I said, we will also do a separate counseling session. We'll we'll see where and which institute we stand with this. But I wish you all the very best for your future.
Thank you, ma'am. My plan on giving Madras and IIT as well. So
Yes,
I
yes,
hope that falls in my favor.
we have to give those. And
Yes, ma'am.
MSc, IIFT, we definitely have to give those.
Thank you, ma'am.
So sorry, Purvi, we missed out on you. You were about to speak.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
I would really like to thank you a lot. I'm not not entirely from a non-economics background, but I had my bachelor's in statistics. So, I had economics till class 12, but my only vision from the first day was I want my concepts very clear so that I do not face a problem in my masters. And I mean, till date I've not seen an economics teacher better than me, really. And even in my undergrad, there were these topics on hypothesis testing and all. And the way you explained my concepts actually got cleared at that time, not in my undergrad. So really thankful to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Purvi. Congratulations. Given that you haven't done your bachelor's in economics, this is a very good score to be at. So congratulations once again.
Ma'am, actually wanted to ask with this score, can I get financial economics in hopefully or any that?
In fact, yes. So we will, as I said, we will do a session tomorrow on this. We will look at different institutes and see who stands where and what. So sometimes it happens with the student that you may be getting, say, for example, actuarial economics, but that may not be the best what you should be doing, as an example. So, we need to also guide the student to what he or she can do in the next 2 years. So we'll do that counseling tomorrow. Okay. Great. So with this, at least this is the list I had. We come to the end of the awards. And I know we might have missed a few, we saw on the way. But if you think that your score lies somewhere here and we have... Hi, Surbhi. Hey. Surbhi, you're on mute.
Am I audible now?
You're audible. Your video is not on.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I was somewhere out, so I'm right now on the way.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I left
No
earlier.
problem. So, Surbhi, congratulations on your IIT result, on your CUT result.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So, go ahead, Surbhi, tell your score.
Yes, ma'am. So my score was in CUT, my score is 232, and in IIT my rank is 13, and I have done 4-year graduation from Delhi University. So at this point, I'm confused. Like, should I take 1-year economics masters or 2-year masters, and or should I? And even between the institutes, I'm right now confused whether IITs would be good or DSC would be good. If I'm asking from my professors, then they all are recommending DSC. So
Okay.
this is.
So first of all, congratulations, Surbhi, that you're getting IIT Delhi, and as well as you will get DSC or, uh, JNU. As I said, we will be doing a counseling session very soon to discuss, to compare different institutes and what should one be choosing. And as of now, I would suggest that you take admission at IIT, because the
Yes,
first
ma'am,
floor
that
may
I
not be
see.
this, may
Yeah.
not be, maybe 240 for DSC. So I suggest that, given that, we have done so well with IIT, you definitely take admission at IIT Delhi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Thank you.
congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Okay, so with this, we come to the end of the award ceremony. I would request Arun sir and Rohit sir, Grijesh sir, to go ahead and, say last few words before we end the session. Arun sir.
Uh, yeah, once again, congratulations to all of you. It's really good to see your hard work paying off. As the panelists have already mentioned, this is the time to widen your exposure. Read good books, including international authors, and keep interacting with people around you. That really helps on the long run. I will just add one small point. Don't limit your reading to your subjects only. Try to read beyond that as well. Books on thinking, books on growth, and how people succeeded. It helps you build a broader perspective. मैं यही कहूँगा, सोच जितनी व्यापक होगी आप उतने ही अच्छे फैसले ले पाएंगे. All the best. Keep moving forward. Thank you.
Okay, first of all, thank you everyone who watched the entire award ceremony being conducted on YouTube. So thank you for patiently waiting throughout the session, right? And now that you are heading to your masters, it's something जो आपको वो दिन याद दिलाएगा when you pass your board exam in class 12. Now you were supposed to join your college, bachelor's, freedom, right? So एक change है, एक बहुत बड़ा change है that you will realize on your very first day when you start your college at masters. That is something that will be there with you throughout your career, right? And like everyone said, this masters is something where you learn, you apply, and you network. अगर आप ये तीनों करोगे, you will definitely excel in your life once you go outside the masters, once you complete your masters. So that is very important for each one of you. अगर कोई limitation है, कुछ issue है, overcome it. This is the last platform. Masters is the last platform before you go out into the real world, right? And lastly, before I wrap up, we heard everyone. We heard everyone. All of you had different struggles in your life, but you all overcame it, right? चाहे वो college हो, चाहे वो work हो, चाहे वो health हो, all of you did really, really well to overcome those challenges. And that is something that we wanted not only your peers, but your juniors or someone who knows you, they hear it out from you ki how much you put in effort day in, day out to achieve this score, this achievement in your life, right? So I wish best of luck to each one of you. May all of you get the best college you desire, you dream of. And that's it from us. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. And towards the end, apart from you guys, we would also like to thank your parents for trusting us for the last 1 year. I think day in, day out, we have been talking to a lot of your parents also who have been very, very worried about your future. So thank you to all the parents out there. A shout out to all of them for trusting us with your 1 year journey. And when believe us, when you leave us, you might forget us, but we remember each one of you. So
Correct.
wherever you are in life, please come back to us, please inform us. Just this morning, I was telling one of you guys that yesterday one of our student got married, and I felt so old that she has already reached marriage age. So do come back to us, keep telling us whatever happens in life, not only what you do now in the next 1 year, but overall. We will be the most happy people to know about your future, to know about your successes. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye.